วันนี้ดูแข่งกันหรือเปล่า
เดจาวูสัตว์วันนี้ไม่ดูครับวันนี้เล่น
ยี่เปเปอร์
ดู
เล็กอะ
คนดูแต่ฟูลเซนเปเปอร์เล็กแข่งคู่ไหนคู่สองป่ะ
คู่แรกค่ะ
อ๋ออาจจะดูแวบ
คู่สองเป็น RRQ เจอกับ DFM
พอได้แล้วเกมนี้เลยชนะฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลทดสอบทดสอบฮัลโหลทดสอบ
บอลเตะอีกนี่ว่าคืนนี้ เมื่อคืนมันเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะครับลุง
ๆเดจาวูอีกแล้วเฮีย
มันตีบา
คำ
ป
เดียวกั
กัน น
เลย
Match found.
ใช้คำเดียวกันเลยฮะ
เลือดสิ่งก็งี้แหละ
โอ้โหไอ้บีด
อุ้ยเล่นไงวะไวเปอร์บีด
ต้องเทสระบบสแกน
ต้องไปหาเวลาซ้อมมั่งละไวเปอร์บริสจะเล่นอะไรดี อยากได้ตัวอะไรเพิ่มครับ
ได้หมดเลยครับ
ตัวยิง
โอ้โห ยากเลยอันนั้นน่าจะเป็นที่คน
หรือไวเปอร์อีกตัวหนึ่งก็ได้นะ
เอาแบบเข้าไปยิงหัว5 ตัวอย่างเงี้ย
สรุปความรักของเราต้องพังใช่
มีตั๋ว5 หัว
สรุปแบบนั้นก็ได้แต่เธอสบายใจ
คือเล่นโมเมนต์นี้ว่ามันไฟ
แต่อนาคตคงต้องจะเจ็บ
ทีนี้3 ทุ่ม
ในบางทีมันก็เหมือนกันบางทีมันเหงาจัง
อืม
ระวังนะไอ้เสกบอบูทอ้าวกันก่อน
ก็ดีก็ดีก็ดีกันก่อน
เข้าเร็วแล้วน่ะ
วิ่งไปวิ่งไปซีตุ๊บก่อน
ดิคับริกิตเบลว
ครับ
เบลว
Time to jump.
เบลว
อ้าว
เอาชิบใหม่จำว่าผิด
มีด
โดนนะคนเข้ามาคุณโดนผมนะ ตรงนี้บึ้มเลยอะกลางอะ
ยิงโดนได้ไงวะซา
หน้าเจ๊กมีเจ๊กอีกหนึ่ง
เจ็ดมีเจ็ด
หน้าเจ็ดมีเจ็ดนะ
เฮ้ยผมก็ไป
ได้แล้ว
เข้าไปแล้วในหลังไซส์
ไอ้โคบมันอยู่แถวนี้อ่ะไอ้เหี้ยโคตรน่ากลัวไปละ
ตรงกล่องหลังไซส์นะระวังเยลโล่อะตรงกล่อง
โยโร่คือตรงไหน
ไอเย็นชิลชิลชิลชิล
เฮ้ยไม่โดนเลยเอ้ย
สวย
พัส สิกแรงมา
ผมต้องซื้อต้องยกอยู่
มา
ขอบคุณมากเศษสำหรับบอลสวย
มา
ๆว้าว
เกือบไม่ทัน
ไหนนะ
Cutting through.
นะครับผมกำลังไป
Decoy.
Spike planted.
Fake teleport.
ตรงวอล
One enemy remaining.
สวยไปได้
ไป
เลย
ครม
ซอยมันยาวลุงอ่ะไม่ได้มาแต่ไกล
Reloading.
Chamber, you are a good
Mobile.
shot. But when you can bounce your
Here.
bullets off the wall,
เกือบ
then
ตาย
I'll be impressed.
I'll be impressed.
Cutting through.
โดน
Fake teleport. Time to jump.
ไปแล้วมีออน90
Decoy.
พูดเพียบเลย
Spike planted.
Down.
ข้างนอกนีออน
ต้องมีสแกน
Scanning ahead.
อยู่หลังซ้ายอะ
Portal closed.
ชิงไม่ได้
เลนหนึ่งมีออน
One enemy remaining.
นั่นแหละ
Last
ตกใจนึกว่าหลัง
เฮียไม่งอยู่2 ตัว
ดุ้งเลยเหี้ย
โอ้
โอ้ย
โอ้โห
ขม
อีโก้เหลือเกินอีโก้เหลือเกิน
ไปนั่งย่อจ้องอยู่อะดิ 2 ตัว
ใจนึกว่าหลังเหี้ยกูร้ายหลัง
ไม่มีโดน
ดับได้1ฮะ
ดรอปดู
I can
ก่อน
dog
ลุงขอใบ
เออ
Time to jump.
เอาได้พีอ๋อ รักดีให้กาฟิลยังได้อยู่ใช่ไหม
อะไรลุง
เกาะอันนั้นได้อยู่ใช่ไหม
ได้
ถ้าเข้านู้นบอก
แต่บีครับบีฮะไม่มีออนมันเปิดวอลวิ่งเงี้ย
Get out of my way.
โอ้ยมันเปิดที
Decoy.
วอร์ดาวนะวอร์ดาวสโมองให้หน่อย
Scanning ahead.
Cutting
มัน
through.
นั่งอยู่
Spike planted.
Enemy
ตัวร้อง
spotted.
แปด
Reloading.
อยู่ที่เดิมเลย
Dead.
One enemy remaining.
เอ้ยโอโบเอโบ
Here.
แบ็คปะ
เอโบเอโบ
Right here.
จะโบตรงไหนอะอ๋อ
จัด
เชิญวิ่งหนีลุง
ลุงเอโบมันนี่
ใช่เหรอ
ใช่ อันนี้แบ็คไซด์
เอโบอันนี้แบ็กบี
แบ็กบี
ลุงเฟก
ตกใจเลยก็แบบเอลโบ
นี่ไงเขาบอกอ่านว่าแบ็กบีแบ็กบี
ลุงบอกเอลโบเคยได้ยิน ผม ผมยัง
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยว
ย้ำเลย
อันติ
เถี
เอย
ง
ให้
อีกเถียงอีกลุงเนี่ยโอ้
ผมยังย้ำเลยว่าเอลโบ
เอลบีเอลโบบี
ยอมรับดิ
กำลังไป
What? ตุ่มกระ
รู้
สุ
เหรอ
ย
Decoy.
Revealing area.
Portal closed. Time to jump.
Spike planted.
Here.
ไอ้นี่ออนโดน
Here.
อยู่นะ
Yeah. I'm back. Zaku.
ไม่ใช่ไม่ใช่ผม
Here.
ที่แพนตัวหนึ่ง
เฮ้ยดูมันก่อนขวาฝั่งนี้เอาซ้ายมา
Last player stand.
โอ้ไอ้กาฟิลเองทำให้ลุงดูแย่
อะไรลุง อย่ารู้ก็มีแค่ผมคนเดียว
กูหลอดไปหมดแล้วจะไปยิงหลังลุง
ไม่ใช่
หันไปทำไมยิงแล้วเลื่อนไม่พุ่งวะ
พอได้แล้วเกมนี้เธอ
Cutting through.
สแกนบี
เฮ้ยเข้าไปแล้ว
I have them.
แฟน
Spike planted.
จังหวะเย้มีอีกขวา
Last player stand.
เอชิวไก่มันได้ยินเสียง
เออ
เฮ้ยอ
อยู่ ยู่
ตรง
ไกล
ปัดได้โอนให้ลุง20
เดี๋ยวน
อกซ้ายตัว
เทปเลยระวังขวาซ้ายนะเอลโบว์
เอลโบแยะเอลโบ
ไม่ใช่เอลโบว์
เอลโบ หมุนแล้วเหี้ยนิ้วหมุนแล้ว
ระวังมิกนะระวังหลังหน่อย
บลึม
ผลเช็ค 360
360 องศา โอ้โห ลุงยิงเจ็ตไป139ใคร
นิ้ว
มา
ซื้อโดย
ใครมาลาดลุงวะ ใครคิวเจ็ตสารภาพ
ผมเหลือคนสุดท้ายอ่ะ ผมร้านลุงไหมอ่ะ
ลาดอันนี้เรียกลาด
โดน
Closed.
Reloading.
ยื้อไว้ให้มันแพนเดิน
โอ้แม่งอยู่หน้ากูเลย
ไม่ทันนะลุง
ไม่ตาย127
ลุงต้องรีบ
น่าจะได้คิว
ปัดได้โอน100
อะไรวะรู้สึกไม่เป็นตัวเองเลย
นี่น้องโชว์มีด
โอ้
นะโอ้โห แล้วมันเป็นยึกยักษ์อ่ะ
ชิลแมน
ยึกยักษ์
ชิลแมน
ติดข้างบนเรียบร้อยสโมกกู
วันเว
มีคนโยน
ไม่วันเลยโอ้โห เวเดียวเลย
ยิงตรงนี้ด้วยเฮ้ย
Time to
ใกล้
jump.
ด้วย
ได้
ได้เนี่ยมาด้วย
Die.
มิด
Nowhere to run.
รอสโมกอีกรอบนะถ้าตรงนี้หมดได้ยินเสียงปะ
เงียบไปแล้วนะ
มิดสอง
สแกนมิด
You will not kill my allies.
โลนีออนโล
Gadget fun. My turn.
กิมิดเจ๊กลับ
Get out of my way.
นิวอยู่ไว้ก่อน
เข้าเอแล้วปะ
น่าเข้าเอ
Cutting through.
แทง
นีออนไม่ตายวะ
Spike.
เอือ
แทงท่อ
เอ้ยลมโอ้โหล่วง
นิวมา วอลปิดว่ะ
ไม่ทันแล้วนะ
ระวังมันนั่งย่อรอ
แทงตรงกลาง
เฮ้ย
ไม่เป็นยิงหลังไว้ตาย
ไหนเอามาเล่นบางทีต้นไม้เนี่ยเขาบอกว่าสกินดีขออีกที ติดได้ไงวะ
เล่นคนนี้แหละยิง
อย่าบอกนะ
บอกนะว่าดรอปให้หน่อย
Time to jump.
ก็ขอแบบจิ๋วเฉียดอะประมาณนั้น
ต้องพี่อยู่ก็อยู่นี้บ้างแล้วอะ
ผมว่าเอสแกนตรงนี้ได้ไหมคะ
Right
ตรงไหน
there.
โดนบีโดนบี
เกือบไปแล้ว
มันไม่มาลุง
Decoy.
มิดแดกเข้ามิด
ไปแล้วลุง
ไว้
อ้าวผมปล่อยเอมาแล้วอ่ะ
ยังมีนะ เสียงบีมันจะมีสโมองนะ
Reloading.
มีปะ
Reloading.
ไหลกลับไปเอได้ เอ้ย มันกำลังไปเอ
Right there.
โซว่าไปเอแล้วอ่ะน่าจะเป็นคนแพนนะ
โน เสียงอยู่นี่ครับ เอ้ย เดินย้อนไปว่ะ ไปเอแล้วล่ะ
Spike planted.
กัน
โซว่าเป็นคนแพนอ่ะ
ใช่เหรอ
คุณทูมีสโมกปะสโมกปิดไปเลย
ติดหน้าคุณเทียนะ
ใช่ปิดเลย
วิลุงล้างครับแล้วสิครับวอลตรงกลาง
เอ้ามันไปไหนวะ
แล้วบางในสมองเอา
โอเค อีกตัว มองไม่เห็นเว้ย
One enemy
Back
remaining.
off.
โอ้โห
Ready for
มาหลัง
กูเลย
ลุงไม่นิ่งนะ
Cutting through.
ผมว่าทัน
คำนวณไว้แล้ว
ลุง
อย่า
ไม่
ตื่
นิ่ง
เต้น
ลุงไม่นิ่ง
คำนวณไว้แล้วอย่าตื่นเต้น
Move in after I
ไม่ได้
strike.
เลยเขาพูดกันน้ำเสียงไม่เหมือนกันเลย
คำนวณไว้เรา
เดี๋ยวมันเท่อะ
ติดอีกแล้วได้คราวนี้
Time to
เชื่อ
jump
เลย อัน
Jump.
ตีนะ อันตี
ดูมีเราเล่น
สูตร
เรา
สแกนมันนะ
มา
แต่ไม่ได้มันจากเวิร์ด
Time to jump.
สแกนดีจริงแม่ง
Reloading.
ไปย่างอันนี้
Decoy.
remaining.
Portal closed.
มิดเนี่ยแล้วก็มิด
เอ้ย
สาย
ไม่มีปืน ไม่มีปืน
ไม่มีปูน
ไล่ตั้ง
พี่ต้อง
เต
เล่นแฟนทอมวะ
ไม่กล้ามาแล้วยูมี
บอกไล่ตามไม่ทันเด้น่าใช่
นี่คือ
ไหนซื้อช็อตเฮ้ยมันน่าจะโดนก่อนแน่นะถ้ามัน
Cutting through.
ไม่ได้ยิงเลยลุงระวังนะ
ดูมิดอ้าวไม่มีใครดูมิดดูเฮ้ยอยู่หน้าลุงมาแน่
เฮ้ยไม่
ไม่รู้ได้ยังไงว้าว
ต้องมี
คนอ
ปืน
ยู่
นะตรงกลาง
ตัวว่า120
Portal
อยู่
closed.
ข้างหน้าเนี่ยแหละ
โอ้ไม่
อยู่ข้างหน้ากับที่
ตรงนี้2 ตัว
Don't
ไป
miss.
นู้นแล้วระวังนะ
เล่นออฟอยู่
Cutting through.
ยิงสองอันติด
สวย
ตรงกล่องหนึ่ง
โอ้ยเจ็ดโล105
เจสโซว่าโล
เจ็ดแบ็กไซด์ครับ
อ้าวแล้วเขาปืนยี่ห้อเดียวกันด้วยมีชาเขียวเอ้ยชาชมพู
เยลโล่หนึ่งเยลโล่สอง
โอเค
โดนตัวไกล
เจโล
อยู่ไกล
2 เม็ดนะ
อุ้ย
สวย
สุดติ่งกระดิ่งเจ็ดนั่นเอ้ยระเบิดตึม
Last round before the switch.
last round กินนะฮะ
There's no bank in hell.
ต้องเล่นแฟนทอม
ปากปืนปึ๊บ
Time to jump.
ก็ซื้อจัดเลย
ปักตัวรับชัยหน่อย
Decoy.
โดนบี
อยู่มีระวังนะลุงไปข้างหลัง
โอ้ไอสวย
You will not
Me.
kill my ally.
Portal
Good luck.
closed. I'll handle this. Time to jump.
ตรงนี้2ตรงนี้2ตรงวิว2 3
Here.
แพน
My portal broke.
ได้นะ
Out of
Spike
charges.
planted.
I'm back.
ลุงสแกนได้
One enemy remaining.
สวยตรงนั้นเย้
เดินขึ้นผ่าน
เย้อันติโชว์ไปคุณยูมีอันติโชว์
เราสุดท้ายละ
นี่กูแบบหล่อๆไอ้เรื่องกลางวันทำไมมันดูง่ายกว่ากลางคืนวะ
ปีศาจยังนอนอยู่
มันไม่ตื่นกันหรอ
อุ้ยลุงอย่าทัก
โอ้ยอยากเจอเก่งๆกว่านี้ก่อนเกิน
แต่เนี้ยแหละโดนนะโดนตีตื้นนะ
อีกแป๊บฟังตรงข้ามตื่น
ขอเก่งๆหน่อยดีวะ โอ้โหนี้ไม่ได้ยิงเลยเหนื่อยจะยิงว่ะ
Don't let the neon get out of charges.
เก่งเหลือเกิน
ลุงก็ไม่ได้ทำอะไรเลยนะ
นี่สวยนะพูดเด็
Concealment.
Cutting through.
Obscuring vision.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
เก็บสไปร์
Lights
ส
up.
วยค่ะ
Reloading.
ดูซ้าย
I have the spike.
มาทางมิดตัวตรงดอมเฮ้ยเสก
สองตัว
Spike planted.
Fake teleport. Cutting through.
ซ้าย
ไว้โล
โอ้โห
One enemy remaining.
เยลโล่
อุ้ยมาผมหัวที
อย่างมีด
กาโก้
สีเหลืองโอเค
เยล
มะ
โล่
ม่วง
ตบบุ๊ก
นี่
อย่างตม
ปีโป้
เอาปีโป้ใส่
ไอ้ยิว
ต้องวาโก้ดิ
อ๋อ
อย่างว่า
อย่าง
โก้
อีโต้เอ้ย
Focus now.
แยกกันเล่นแล้ว
Eyes off.
อย่างน้ำปั่น
โอริโออะไรอ่ะ
อิปโก้
ได้หมดเลย
เปิดวอลเปิดวอล
Reloading. Concealment. Blocking vision.
Fake teleport. Down.
มีผลต่อความสว่าง
Sorry.
โอเค brother
โอเค
เฮ้ยหลังอ่ะ
เฮ้ยมองว่ะ
ติ้งเจอย้อน
ไหนไหนอะ It's okay
อ่า ได้ไหมพอมีไวเปอร์เนี่ยง่ายไปหมด
เคลมมีตัว
แค่สกิลมันกระดาษเนี้ย
Reloading.
ก็มี
โอ้โหถอย
Cutting through.
เฮ้ยทำไม
Big.
Concealment.
My bottom floor.
Revealing area.
Reloading.
วอสแกน
Spike planted.
วอดาว
Reloading.
เฮ้ยอย่าเพิ่งปล่อยสมองนะ
Pulling them in.
นี่ได้หนึ่งหลังกล้องตรงเนี้ย
เฮ้ย
One enemy remaining. And the enemy won.
ใช้สกิลให้มันรำคาญก็พอ
Gun here.
Match point.
โอเค
End it now. Once more.
อูอีอาร์
เฮ้ยมีคนมุ่งเว้ยมีคนมุ่งว่ะมุ่ง
พี่ลงเอาออฟ
ห
ไป
วั
ไห
ง
น
นิดหน่อย
I am with you.
เอา
We
เอา
are
Gun
strong.
here.
เอ๊ะทะลุ
My ult's ready. I'll handle this. Cutting through.
แปะ
Here. 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 I'm back. Decoy. Fake
วอ
teleport.
ดาว
Cutting through.
Pulling them in. One enemy remaining.
เฮ้ยขอ โอ้ขอ
จะเอกอยู่แล้ว
ก่อตอนยิงอ่ะ
โดนแฟดด้วยอ่ะ
ฮ่า
โอ้โหเดินยิงผมถึงนี่เลย
ไม่ขึ้นแน่เลยว่ะยิงน้อยอ่ะอ้าวอุ้ยเรา
ขึ้นยังครับ
เฉ
ลุง
ขึ้นเหรอฮะ
ขึ้นอะไรลุง
เฮ้ย
ขึ้นกากขึ้นหน้า
สาธุเป็นจริงดังคำพูด
สาธุแหน่
เห็นไหมยูมีมันไม่มีใครรักลุงแล้วว่ามีแต่คนจะเล่นลุง
พูดเองลุงพูดเองผมไม่ได้ใส่อะไรเลย
มันมี
ลุงเสนอของลุงเอง
มันมี
คุณยูมีเพชรแล้วเด็ก
อีตรงนี้
น่าจะเกมสุดท้ายละเหนื่อยว่ะ
โอเคครับแล้วผมเหมือนกันเหนื่อยเหมือน
เก็
กับ น
แต้มเหนื่อยเบื่อจังชนะอย่างเดียวเลย
พวกคนดักกูทีว่าใครเก่ง
ขอปีศาจมาหน่อยวะ
ๆปีศาจใช่ไหมอยู่ในตัวเราด้วยแหละ
สโมกได้
อยากปีศาจปะล่ะเนี่ยกดตัวเดียวกัน5 ตัวนะ
เอ้ยอย่าไปโยนดีอย่าไปโยนดีเขาเพิ่งขึ้นกันอินโซแก
หยอกเล่นผมไม่ได้จะเล่นนะ ไม่รู้เลยจะเล่นอะไร
ไอ้ออดขอเก่งๆเลยดิวะเบื่อว่ะเล่นแล้วจะหลับปากดี
คุณลุงคุณฮารุถามว่า
ฮารุมาปวดแยะเอาแยะลูกศิษย์ใครเนี่ย
ดาบช่องใครวะดาบช่องใครวะเฮ้ยไม่ได้เล่นนะเล่นอะไรดี
เป็นอะไรดีนี่แฟนอ่ะกูรู้ว่าทำไมฟินิเกอร์เนี่ย
นี่2 ดูลิตร
เฮ้ยมันจัดให้วะมันได้ยินแบนเนอร์ไอ้2 ตัวนั้น
แกไม่รอดแน่
สเมิร์ฟแน่นวน
How you killing me ลุงกดทำนองมาแปลก
เอ้ยคนไทยวะลองเปิดดิ
ๆเอ้ยลุงแต่ตั้งแต่ผมย้ายบ้านมาปิงดีขึ้นนะแบบว่า
อ่า
ถ้าอยู่ใช่เราอยู่คอนโดมันประมาณ45
มันแชร์ไงมันไม่ได้สายตรง
จะอยู่นี่แบบว่าจะเสียนะ32นี่ถือว่าดีใช่ไหมที่ผมเห็นนะ
ใช่33 32
บางวันมี28นะของ
ที่ผมเห็นมันค้างที่32เนี่ยตล
ข
อ
อ
ด
งแดงอ่ะเอ้ยสแกนบ่มี
สมองบี
นะจ้าปี
สแกนเบง
ไปเปิด
Watch your eyes!
วงมีลุง
มีรูอีกรอบ
สไปอ่ะอ้าวนึกว่าตก
Spike down B.
ดุย
ไม่ตาย55
เป็นเอก25เป็นเอก25เป็นเอก25
Reloading.
เฮ้ย
เป็นอีกเม็ดเดียวปะ
ถ้าเล่น
โครบ60
ไม่ผม
น่าจะ
ยิง
อยู่
ไป
นะ
เอาละชิบหายแล้ว
Last player
โอ้
standing.
โอ้บทคมจังวะ
อันนี้ตัวเดียว
แล้ว
ผมยิงไป3เดียว
ยูมีโล2 ตัวเลยยูมีเฮ้ย
เก๊กกว่าเดี๋ยวยังมีลุง
เอาไปยิงไม่โดนกันเลยเหรอ
ยิงไปกราบ
โอเคเราวู่วามไป
เดี๋ยวที
พอดี
it's okay
ใจเย็นๆใจเย็น
เราก็ห้าวพีกันไปหน่อย
แม่อยากจะซื้อสวนจริงๆเลยไม่เป็นไรอดใจไว้
อดเปรี้ยวไปกินหวาน
เอาเปรี้ยวไปกินขม
กดไก่ไปกินหมู
ๆมา
มันจะกลายวันเหรอ
เข้ามาแล้ว
อยู่ๆ
เฮลเฮล
โอ้ยสดัน
เดี๋ยวแหละคนดูมีตายก่อนลุงอีก
ดิเท็ด
Reloading.
Spike planted.
เอ็กซ์ปืน
Flash!
สกิน
ว่า
ดี
ใช่
เท็ด2
สวย
เฮ้ยโอ้โหไม่งวิ่ง
แบ็คไซด์
โอ้โหไม่งวิ่งยิง
Last player standing.
โรมันวิ่งยิง
ไอ้เหี้ย
โคตรเหี้ยจังหวะเหี้ยมาก
แม่งวิ่ง
ควักมาเหลือศูนย์
สไลด์
นิวควักโกนมาเหลือศูนย์
ไอ้ฟินิกซ์
มันวิ่งยิงเดี๋ยวรอมีจังหวะเดี๋ยวซื้อวิ่งคืน
เฮ้ยตานี้ต้องชนะละนิวถ้ายิงสแกนได้ยิงให้หน่อยนะถ้ามันมา
ได้
เฮ้ยมีเสียงพ่นสเปรย์เสียงพ่นสเปรย์สแกนไปใน3 2เอ๊ะ
Trap destroyed.
Reloading.
Joke's over. You're dead.
เดาแฟต
Enemy spotted. B.
อะไรขโมยดูแบบ
Going up.
เขียว
Reloading.
ให้กูเว้นเขียว
อย่าพอแล้ว
โอ้โห
มีตัวเบรก
คิดเหรอ
รถเห็น
เฮ้ย
มานะ
ฉีดสเปรย์อาร์ต
แพ้แล้ว
แผ่น
Spike planted.
มีสแกนนะแต่เดี๋ยวสแกนอีกครั้งค่อยๆไปค่อยๆไป
Careful now.
แบ็คไซด์
Enemy punished.
Flash.
เอ้าดีก็ชิวดิแค่เลย
Concealment. One enemy remaining.
เอ้ย
หลังลุง
All good. All good.
อันนี้
We good.
เลือดใช้
We good.
ผมไม่เกี่ยว
I'm being truthful. That was good and needed.
ยิงโดน
เงินใหม่พอใช้เฟนิกซ์ไม่หันมาให้หัวเฉยพระเจ้าก็
คือลุ
กูรูกูริ
Scanning ahead.
สวัสดีครับน้องสวัสดีครับ
Obscuring vision.
สวัสดีครับพี่เป้
กูหันซ้ายมาขวาจังหวะ
Obscure killing
Careful
the
now.
mid.
สวยกลางไม่มีเลย
Throwing.
คุย
ในไซส์
ลุงไม่โดนเดินเข้ามาละ
โอ้ย
โอ้มันเดินยิงนอก1 ใน 1โอเค
แบ็คไซส์
โอ้โห
ใช่กว่า
คมยังวะไอฟิลรู้สึกสู้ไม่ได้
เซฟบอร์ยิงไม่ได้หรืออะไรวะสมใจลุงแล้วนะ ตื่น
เฮ้ย
ตื่
ไม่
น
เท่าไหร่หรอกโอ้โหแม่งวิ่งยิงไอ้ราวนั้นไม่งั้นมันไม่ได้หรอก3-1อะ
จริงนิวซื้อได้ปะโอเค
เซียววิ
กระดานหลังมีเหรอ
มีฟินิกซ์
สมมติหน่อยสมมติเลย
Face your fear.
Careful now.
Spike down B.
ช่วยดู
ใน
ระวั
ไซ
ง
ส์
Watch your eyes.
One enemy remaining.
สวย
Reloading.
เฮ้ยมันอาจจะแฟง
I know exactly where you
คุมสไปไว้ไม่เป็นไร
เม็ดเดียวแม่งมีเชอรี่
เอาคน
Settle.
แล้วผมเอาสาไปเลย
เจ สุดยอด
My people, are you ready? You must cultivate a sense of
ที่เรา
calm.
เซฟ
เราเซฟเหรออาจจะมีคนซื้อปะเราไม่ได้ทิปตี้
ผ
เอ้าม
ซื้อตัวหนึ่ง
เอ้ายูมีลงขึ้นใหม่เหรอ
ใช่นะครับ
ทำ
ป
ไม
ฏิมาจะ3 ชั่วโมงแล้วนะ
ไม่สบายไม่สบายเล
อัน
ย
เก่าหรือเปล่า
อ๋อน่าจะเป็น
เสียงเอนะ
เข้า
Sorry, bro. My ultimate's ready. Joke's over. You're dead. Come on, let's go.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
ใช่อยู่ตรงกล่อง
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
อุ้ย
กล้องเหรอกล้อง
ทำไมทำไม
I call you Charlie because it means
มัน
you're
เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับผมในการนี้
นี่ระดับ
Anyone need something?
ง่วงเฉย
กูนอนเลี้ยงนะ
เฮ้ยกินก่อนค่อยพูด
Protect our homeland.
ว้าว
วันนี้
ก็กินก่อน
ดีว่าเฮ้ย
แล้วค่อยพูด เฮ้ย
วันนี้
Get out of my way!
อ่ะ
Revealing area.
กินอะไรนะทำอะไรนะ
กินเบีย
เบีย
ร์
ร์
Taking that back. Taking that
อ๋อ
back.
เบียว
เฮ้ยมาพูด
เบียวเบียวเบียวเบียวกินแบบดูเบียวอ่ะเข้าไปแล้วเข้าไปแล้วเข้าไปแล้วแตะแตะ
ไม่มีสมุก
ผมจาน
ระวังในฮอระวังไม่มีใช่ไหม
เจ็บ
One enemy remaining.
เจ็บมาก
อยู่หลังเสาหลังเสา
Flawless.
Take a breath now. Release the tension. Good? Let's go.
อีเหี้ย
มันคือได้2 คน3 คน4 คน
คือมันจนคนเดียวนั่นแหละ
คือลึกหรือคือลึกหรือ
Revealing area.
6 76 7
โอ้ยไอ้เหี้ยเยอะจังวะไอ้สัตว์เอ้ย
อาร์ตเทียบ
บึ้มบึ้ม
มีระวังอาร์ตนะ
เอ้ยยังไม่โดน
มันปลาของมามันไม่เข้าลุง
ไม่เข้าเลย
2 ตัวเบ๊
power ตัว
ตัง
คุณนะถ่าย
โอ้โหมีข้างหลังอีกเฮ้ย
มันง้าง
โดน
แฟดมาตั้งแต่บางกอก
ยิงโดนเจ็ตนะน่ะถ้ากดต่อน่าจะได้
ไม่โดนพีเลย
ไม่น่าหนี
ต้องให้นิวกดอัลติโชว์
จัดไปกระสุนพระราชทาน
สมุกไหม
เตรียมสโมกไว้หน่อยตรงเนี้ยให้นิวเล่นก่อนนะเดี๋ยวผมบอกค่อยสโมกนะเดี๋ยวไปนิวยืนเลยเดี๋ยวผมไป
นี่เข้ายัง
โอเวดัน
ยังครับฟู่
มาผมล็อกนี่
มิด
มันวอล
Right there.
วอลแฟด
วอล
Get
mất
your
kịp.
fun. My turn.
เก็บออฟกลับไปนู่นกลับไปแล้ว
ไซเฟอร์เอะไซเฟอร์120ไอ้โค้กมันกด10นะมันปล่อยมันตายไปก็ได้ไซเฟอร์โลเรา
มีปืนตรงมิดตรงทางซ้ายอ่ะ
Joke's over. You're dead.
Spike planted.
นี่เอาไปเล่น
จุกจุก
หน้าข้างหน้า
เฮ้ยภาพตัดมายังไม่ตาย
ขำอะไรอู้พี่ไอผม19 แต้มขึ้นได้แล้วพี่มาแบกผมหน่อยพี่รีบกลับบ้านเร็วโดนวิ่งยิง
ปืนมันยาว
โคตรน่าเกลียดอะไอ้วิ่งยิงอู้ไปคุย
บอกแล้วให้พับเก็บกล่อง
ของพี่20
อย่าลืมนะผมไม่ดันไปแล้วนะ
โคตรแย่
ไม่ดัน
ปืนนี้แม่งไอ้เหี้ย
บอด
ไม่น่าเล่นในฟิลิป
ยิงไม่ได้เลย สุดจัด
วันนี้ปืนเข้าก็มีแค่อะไรนะ แฟนทอมของเล่น
มันแผน
ก็ต้องออกไปยิงก้อน อย่าเพิ่งสมองนะ
ได้หนึ่งตัว
มา
เอ้า
1 2อุ้ยกดไม่ทัน
Spike
กลับไม่
down
ทัน
B.
ไม่เป็นไร
ให้ผมแบกให้ไหมครับ
สมกทัน
แตก
เห็นได้อยู่
เอ้
ไม่เป็นไร
ยไปลิง
My
Okay,
ultimate's
okay.
ready.
ไอตัวเนี้ยตัวไอไซเฟอร์มันตัวเลิฟ
ทิ้งยังสวย
มีฮอไหมอ่ะ
ให้ฟิลดักหลังไว้อยู่ฟิลดูหลังให้เราอยู่
มาดิไอ้คุย
ขับเหรอ
ลุงใจโดนเลย
อุ้ยเกือบไปแล้วเกือบไปแล้ว
Come on, let's
เจ็ด
go.
กลับนี่อยู่นี่
ไอพี่นี่มันเก็บ
โอเค
ออฟนะออฟพีก็วิ่ง
ไปได้ มาเลยไปเลย
อยู่
เออ
บ้านมัน
ใช่ลุงดักไว้ตรงนั้นแหละ
ไปดูแข่ง
One enemy remaining.
สวย
Spike
that.
down mid.
Flash.
แปลก
Watch your eyes.
30 seconds left.
ไม่มีอะไรพี่ไม่มีอะไรพี่ไม่มีอะไร
ๆสว่างขาดตา
ดับได้
มันกลัวบีแล้วมันจะเข้าเอง
รวยมาก เดี๋ยวผมขึ้นไดเอง ผมขึ้นไดก่อนพี่ไอไม่ต้องห่วง
2 ราวเสร็จแล้ว
Ready.
ลุงจะไปเหรอ
เฮ้ยลองอะไรนะ
ไม่
เยอะลุง
ลองมิดนะลองอัด
บ๊ายบายลุง แล้วเจอกันโลกหน้า
รอดเฮล
แข่งถึงไหนแล้วว่าดูกัน
โอ้โหไอ้เหี้ยไปปาไฟมาอีกเหรอ
55
เด้อ
เอาไปเลย
แล้วมันจะเข้าเอง
หน้าใสเลย
โอ้นิวไม่น่ากลับเลยถ้าอยู่น่าจะได้สัก3 ตัวไอ้นิวแม่งวับก่อนเลยมา
ดินเลยนะลุง
ไม่เอาไม่ไปลุง
มันโอนดินเลยนะลุงเมื่อกี้
โอ้โหลุงทำดาเมจไป53 ตัวนี่ ไม่มีหลักฐานด้วยไม่ได้สตรีม ไม่มีใครเห็น
อันดีเพย์ไง
อ๋อโอเค
Get out of my way.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A. ฟ้าบ้านเรา
จนตุยเลย
Spike planted.
Watch your eyes.
Face your fear.
Last player
โอ้
standing.
โหดูมันแม่งวิ่งยิงดูไม่ได้
โอ้
ไม่
6-7อย่ามาพูดถึงคำว่ารักที่ฟังอีกนานน้ำคาญ
เจ้าเอาอะไร
กูซื้อ
สตรีมดูแข่งได้ป่าวะสตรีมแล้วดูแข่งนี้ผมจะโดนแบนเปล่าทุกคนน่าจะโดน
ขอแยกสักราว
เลยน่าเลิกว่ะ
เปิด
ไป
มา
ด้วยได้ไหม
Don't hold back.
ดูก่อน
มีไซเฟอร์กับ
Reloading.
รอพี่เบสได้
เจ็ดกลางมี
3 ตัว
กลางมี
การมีครับปึ๊บ
Enemy B. Enemy B.
กลับไหมครับมีคนตรงนี้สเปรย์อยู่มีคนตรงนี้ใส่
Going up.
Spike down B.
เอ้ย โอ้โห
Watch
โคตร
out.
ดี
No, you don't.
Last player standing.
อีนี่
บากลุงพลเลิกโยนหน่อยน้อง บอกไม่ได้ดิพี่ลุงโยนอยู่แล้ว ผมบังคับแกไม่ได้แล้ว
เออ
คุณลูก
ไม่แบด
ยิงไม่ได้แล้วลุงง่วงละ
ไงลุงอยากเจอ
ตื่นก่อน
เฮ้ย
ดั
ดั
น
น
คน
มา
ดั
ดั
น
นมาดันมาดันมาโอ้ย
Enemy
Reloading.
spotted A.
ไม่ค่อยเป็นหัวลุงเลยวะ
เร็ว
Shot
ดับ
down.
เลย
กลับ
Flash.
เดี๋ยวเขาจะ
เป็ดมาเป็ดมา
ลุงนะ
กลางมีนะ
Right there.
กามีกาปื้อกาชิโยมันชิกา
Enemy spotted B.
เฮ้ย สวย
Reloading.
Gun here.
ไปบี
Concealment.
Reloading.
ระวังหอนะเช็ค
Scanning ahead.
เคลียร์
ทาวเวอร์
โอ้โห
เฮ้ย
2 ตัวหัน
ฮะจากไหนข้างบนเหรอ บนกล่องเหรอ
ใช่
3 ศพว่ะ3 ศพว่ะยิงได้6 ตัว 3 ศพเฉย
แปลกๆแล้วแปลกๆแล้ว
คุณลูกคุณลูก
โดนสติงเจอร์วอลแบงโคตรงง
Reloading.
โอ้โหดินในหน้าตัว
Reloading.
Concealment.
ลองแผ่น
Neutralized.
Reloading.
Right here.
Reloading.
Shot down.
Going up.
ดีอยู่
ตรง
เนี่ย
นี้ตะแกรง
Reloading.
กลับ
ลับเลยกลับเลย
Reloading. Taken out.
ไปเลยไปเลย
โหลทุกตัว
ยังอยู่4 ตัวน่าจะเฟด
30 seconds left.
Scanning ahead.
ลงหัวขอแพนได้ไหม
Spike drop.
Got spike.
Reloading.
กล้อง
โอ้ยเฮ้ยอาร์ต
โดดดิน
ไม่ได้อะโอ้
โอ้โห
เดี๋ยวขอแพนแม่งจะไม่ได้อันติเรากูจะได้เล่นเลยไง
โอดิน
ถ้าผิดเนี่ยกูจะวางไม่เนียนไฟเถอะกูเล่นเลยเมื่อไหร่กูเล่นเลยว่าคุย
ไปทะลวงดูโกเล็ก
สแกนเลย
Blocking vision. Obscuring vision. Cutting their vision. Reloading.
Careful now.
โอ้โดนไปอีก power ตัว
เว้ยลิงตัว
มีอันติเฮ้ย โอ้โหเฮ้ย
โหอะไรวะ
ว้ายิงไม่ได้เลยชนะตอนนี้ขึ้นได้ปะ
เจอแล้วมันยิงไม่ได้
ก็
คนละแต่เรา
อาจจะพี่แต่ดูท
ยิ
รง
งไม่คมเดี๋ยวมันมากราด
ดูทรงก็ตามนั้นแหละพี่
หัวอุ่นเลย
อยากกลายร่างเป็นซุปเปอร์ไซย่าเป็นโก
ดุ
คู
งโบดีเราไปเราโบรเฮ้ยลุงอันติมีแล้วอ่ะยูมีเอาแผ่นไปแผ่น
สู้ๆฮะให้เราได้ฟินิกเลยวะน่าจะ
ไม่ทันแล้ว
น่าจะได้
ได้
ดู
หนู
ลูก
ตั้ง
นี้
แถบไว้ไร
Rise and bring glory.
เอาละ
โอ้ยเบื่อภาษาอิน
ไป
โด
ไม่ออก
Watch your eyes.
เฮ้ยไอ้เหี้ยกูยิงไม่โดน
เฮ้ย ไอ้เหี้ยมันโดนสองตัวหรอ
เจ
อัดวะ
ไอ้เหี้ยกูโลกคุยอะไรเนี่ยไอ้เหี้ยไอ้ได้เหี้ย
เอาไม่
1 2
เอาออฟเคลียร์
โดนโอดินไปมาแล้วจีเลยมาเล่นแบบใหม่เกมหน้าดีกว่าเฮียยอดแต่ฟ้า
ขวาใกล้ อีกตัว
เฮ้ย
เห็นปะโอพีเอ้ยโอดินพูดเป็น
เอ้ยนี่ไอพีไอคนนี้ไงแล้วมันก็จะอันติ
เสียงมาจากฟ้า
ในชา
โหทำไมอ่ะมัน
ไอ้ข่วยอารมณ์ชักไม่จอยแล้วว่ะ
Match point.
ฟินิกซ์แม่งเล่นไม่คือว่ะ
ยังไม่ได้ยิงอุ่นเลย
Revealing area.
Come on, let's go!
ไปเยอะ
Joke's over! You're dead!
Face your fear!
มีหลังนะไปปะ
ทันได้ทันได้
หนึ่งสองช่วยหน่อย
Our spike carriers
เฮ้ย
down.
โอ้โห
Spike down B.
Our spike carriers down.
โอ้โห
Embarrassing.
Last player standing.
โอ้หลังมาไอ้
จี
ไอ้ขวย
โอเคลุงขออนุญาตไปนอนพักก่อนเจอกันทีนี้ขอบคุณครับพี่มี
ขอบคุณครับทุกคน
บ๊ายบายครับ
ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณครับ
บ๊ายบายครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
ไม่ไหวเลยไม่ไหวเลย ถ้าผมไลฟ์ดูนี่ผมทำได้ป่าวะพี่ ผมจะโดนแบนป่าวะ อยากดูแข่งไว้เฮียอุ้ย2-0แล้วเหรอ เอาดี ขาดกี่แต้ม ก็40 แต้มฮาฟเปิดแค่เสียงไง ได้ละโอเค
advantage. There was no skirmish coming in towards today's games, and I'm thinking, all right, Global, you've got your choice of what you want to ban, right? You banned Bind against Varel, but we know they like to change their bans, like last year essentially, against who they play. They will whatever they favor today. They banned Pearl, and I was thinking Abyss or Breeze for Paper X, and I'm a little bit surprised that they did decide to opt for the Abyss ban.
Hey.
Talk about that wall, right? This is why I mentioned the elbow push, and they're doing it with both double doors.
จีนเล่นเจ็ดว่ะ
A lot of options off of this, but right now just hearing for the footsteps, Devi able to find a singular spam. Patman getting a shot through as well. Envy tucked inside of the smoke, springing out at the right time, right place. Autumn finding a trade right back. But now you really need to watch out for this one fragging player. There's so much time as well. Yudo-tan can't really get out with a TP. Autumn has to do the lion's share. They swing together. This is disgusting work from Autumn. Looking the wrong way though, and something gets taken down by Yudo-tan. That's a bonus round going to Global.
มาดูแข่งด้วยทุกคน
React to it just as you mentioned the double peek at the same time, despite trying to go in closer with the positioning.
ทั้งใจ
And those sort of situations as well, right? A different opportunity if Yudo-tan potentially did have the crosscut available. If Autumn was the one inside the site, he could have TP'd out. But I love the small settle that comes down. They have that small time, that small window to discuss what to do, swing in together. And unfortunately for Paper X as well, they do miss the shot on Autumn when he's not looking at them, which could have given them a way back in. Irrespective, Quack, kind of the starting one for Global.
ใช่พี่กิโลพัง
mentioning that they probably would have won the match as well. This could be a little bit worrisome for Paper X. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to adapt, you got to show it, and Breeze has had a lot of changes. You know, Paper X are a team that
ช่างน้องไม่บินแล้วน้องไม่เป็นไรพี่
required.
ดูแป๊บเดียวขอแบบนึงไม่ได้หรอวะพี่
Right now, despite it being an eco Forsaken already spotted, but still able to take one down with him.
ขอแบบเดียว
How much stock do we put in something right now over at this?
มาถ้าบินก็บินไปด้วยกันมา
Mind you, everyone else went for a bit of an upgrade.
ไม่ได้ดังขนาดนี้น่าจะโดนเหมือนเพลงหรอมั้งก็คงงั้นแหละ
Bit of misinformation. Global Esports can try to waltz towards this B site together, and if Jing finds one here, it would be pretty good.
จีนเล่นเจ็ดว่ะเพิ่งเคยเห็น
Imagine a world he gets that out in this round. See if he can possibly make it out alive as well. Oh, there he goes. Cloudburst down. And as you mentioned, the ult coming online soon enough, but Pat on the lurk. Ooh, now you're getting the spike back over to A. Yeah, and that was a Vandal picked up for something as well. He could have become really a problem in that scenario. 20 seconds to go to get this plant on in. Bit of an open gap if you path this wrong as Global as well, so you've got to get Crystal in to get this plant. The smoke will provide the cover needed though, and you'll take a little bit of a breath of fresh air. However, this still is a 3 versus 3 at the end of the day. The timing all Just quickly spotting him out. Another shot through. Yeah, they're both low. Extra information as well. Now you're keeping your eyes on the map as to where the rest of Paper X are approaching from. Autumn is aware.
โอ้โหทามมิ่งไง
Finds
เนี่ย
Envy, but not quite the kill just yet. Has to be so cautious around these corners, but that's where he goes down. Jing and Envy, one apiece. Paper X are in the game.
It's just some really crucial chip damage done by a lot of the different Paper X members as well, right? Something's opportunity could have been the deal sealer, but honestly, Marshall chip damage, Jing getting that sheriff kill, really important for Paper X to pick up that round. You could have seen a world in which Global, 4-0 up, you're going to start to force Paper X to maybe consider using a timeout later if things on the defensive side aren't going their way. They're going to have to take out their own approaches on this defensive side. So that's a bit of a savior of a round in the early stages of this one.
Yo, sit down, bro. Come on. Love it.
Sit down bro come on
And the operator's going to be out from something now. You know how disgusting. I mean, I can't even finish the sentence and he's already done it. A bit of an attempt from Jing as well, but maybe a reply from GE. Time to kill when the barriers drop around this B site. Super quick. You lose Jing and you lose Autumn. And playing a single duelist on GE's side, it does make it a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? Patman falls as well.
หลวงพ่อซัมติงจาก OP ละพี่ผมมาแล้วไง
Defy watching the angles down through middle. Everybody on Paper X is just watching the correct angle that they need to when they've got this stellar player advantage. It really comes on to Crystal and Happy to try to just develop something in tandem here on the fly. I wouldn't really say that Paper X will give you a lot of opportunities in a 2 versus 1 fight, but I'm looking at the radar and I'm kind of seeing a possibility if Global Esports went up through mid, they got to take the Doors challenge first against Forsaken. Envy's playing up at tower, and I mean, worst comes to worst, there's a Hunter's Fury he can throw if time plays an issue as well. So it shouldn't really be GE's round, but
คือไอพินแมนออกเองหรือโดนเตะ
just trying
น่าจะโดนเตะป่ะผมว่า
find the right pathing perhaps. Look at Defy repositioning too. I mean, the money is
น่า
really
จะโดน
important
เตะ
for GE too. Autumn's got $0. If he's drifting in the next round, it's going to be with something of a lesser buy.
เตะเสร็จเลย
Perhaps.
เอาอินวีมาแทน
Get into this B side now. What does Defy want to do? Well, find Crystal looking the wrong way. And all that's left is just the one. Time's run out as
เก่ง
well.
เตะเรื่องอะไรนี่ผมก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันหรอก
A
พี่
little bit more damage.
ถ้าผมจำได้เขาบอกว่าเตะ อยู่เฉยก็เทรดออกเลย
Take out Defy from the audio cue.
เอาเอ็นวีมาแทน
And that's all she wrote. Paper X will double down. Now we've got some thoughts to come into the GE camp as well. How are they going to look to, I guess, stabilize a little bit? Because those 2 rounds there, starting to get Paper X, get active. They're in the server. They've got the operator in something's hand. It's going to be such a nuisance going
ก็
forward.
คงงั้นแหละพี่เรื่องภายใน
Really might slow down the pace. I mean, forcing GE to be a lot more cautious around these spots. Something, possibly anywhere. And instantly, the timeout intervention from Coach Frost. Yeah, and you know, a coach like Frost is already going to be recognizing a couple of patterns and strengths that Paper X are throwing into this map, and a couple of weaknesses of the team as well, right? He's been a little bit vocal about what this team of Global is going to be looking like, and what we need to kind of see from Javi as well, right? We're seeing a couple of slip-ups in the series previously that they'll go back and watch the tape and try to adapt and refigure things out in the moment. That's why in the comms as well, we do hear a lot of involvement from the likes of Patton from Crystal. Javi, this is going to be a learning process for him alongside the rest of the roster too. And I think when I look at this right now,
อะไรวะยังไม่นำเลยขอเวลานอกเฉยเลย
I don't feel like you can jump straight into the veto and just be there, right? You can be amazing. So there's going to be a bit of a warm-up period for him on this agent, specifically on the attacking side as well. So what sort of timing is he going to be? And ultimately,
เขากินอะไรวะ
just
พี่
frag with the team, just be another body with a gun at the end of the day. Really needing a couple of these players to really get activated. I would love to see Autumn versus something as well. But at the same time, Javi, being that Astra, possibly able to displace something. We'll see.
Red Bull.
Well, it was the one gun that's carried over from the pre-round for Javi. They've gone for a bit of a buy-up behind it. If you're ever wanting to be anywhere around the map, though, when this smoke falls, it's probably not on the receiving end of something's operator. So by the timing, they will scoot on by through the doors. Carefully trying to work around it. Now they've heard the shot, though, trying to go for the challenge, and they will take him down. There goes the execute, straight into the site. Cosmic Device still giving them a lot of safe cover. Hunter's Fury deployed as well. Patman going on a bit of a tear. And Forsaken just trying to find the right direction to look at. Tosses in an incendiary just to buy his team a bit of time.
But it's a 5 versus 3, and in this scenario, I'm thinking as Autumn, you might even consider a dimensional drift unless Yudotan's going to come out with a Sharpie, and you've got a 5 versus 2.
Oh, might even go down even further. Now 5v1. Envy spotted out by the end with Pac-Man going all the way top mid. It's a flawless for Global.
Really nicely done from them, to be honest with you. The timing when the dark cover fades and the Cosmic Divide comes down, a sliver of an opportunity for something to potentially find a kill, or even maybe 2 when he tries to have a second bite at the cherry, but misses out. You got the whole squad activating in that round for for Global Esports in a nice split in towards the A site. Very confident to take the challenges together as a team, and they do hold on to some of these ults, right? They pick up from the shadows at the end with that kill from Pat. They have 2 more carried over for the Evolution and the Dimensional Drift. Now we get some insight into Paper Rex's comms in this round as well.
อุ้ยเขามีเสียงบอกด้วยวะ
TP.
Speed. Nothing speed, boys. No sun B.
Careful pick. I made a look, guys. Hey, look. Ult me. Zero.
A lot.
Out. Coming TP.
เชียร์มีเสียงพากย์นี้ด้วยวะ
Good force out of TP from the operator or something, but now you got the members of Paper Rex around this A site.
See, they're really trying to stay on top of everything. But if I'm being honest, it feels like they are in the hot seat right now, at least until this moment. Forsaken! A triple kill out of nowhere. Autumn trying to survive, trying to stay alive. He spots out the Vi and gets back into safety.
And he's got the spike as well. So this 1 versus 3, turn 1 versus 2 is going to be doable for him, but how does he navigate this? TP towards the B side, makes a little bit of noise towards A, can draw the attention, can buy some time, because this map is one that has a long rotation time. There's no neon for the side of Paper Rex, the Yoru and something is dead as well. So there's going to be a bit of time that Autumn will have to play with. When this plant goes down, 67 HP,
แต่เพกมินแม่งโหด
Bobby and Jing to play this one together, holding hands, and they've read it wrong, Quack. They're thinking that it's the A side. This is the worst possible scenario because the marathon that they have to run has given Autumn a bit of time, but he's already looking for the fight.
อ้าวมีคนหลงครับ
Kind of has the right angle, but
คิดว่าแพน A
starting to
ที่ไหน
think
แพน
twice
B
about it. He's got to be prepared for the trade. Unfortunately, the shot's not there. Envy takes the duel instead. That's firepower for you.
Yeah, unfortunately for Autumn in those sort of scenarios as well, the fact that they do go the wrong way, it throws the timing a little bit that you're thinking they might come if they were on the A site through mid and around through the cannons. So a little bit unfortunate. Wasn't ripe and ready for that fight. But on the flip side, Paper Rex keeping this one in a good challenge state. 3 to 4. I want to see this. I mean, he just pops to the smoke, and it's just the crispy aim that we know Forsaken has available, right? Massive multi-frag, great transition, mechanics that you can't teach. You're born with it. What else can we say? That's the entire family bloodline right there. Now we've got things getting quite interesting. 4 ults online for Paper Rex. Operator for mid doors as well. Yudotan bringing out one on GE's side on the veto. Point and shoot, and he has diffed something with the operator. I never would have thought that could have happened, but here we go. Just as you mentioned, needing Yudotan to be that extra gun. Pop combo between these 2 teams now from what we're seeing already. Smoke goes down with the clone. Will the drone find Forsaken? You definitely needed to see Jing destroy that before it spotted him. It does. The timing here. And there he goes. Crystal! What a trade! Yeah, really important there. Could have been a very worrisome moment for GE if more than one member was caught with their pants down. So the fact that they hold the player advantage now, they don't need to tuck away with their tail between their legs. They can just have a rethink. Javi still with the stars to execute onto this A site. I get a little bit antsy with what Jim might be able to do. He wants to updraft with the Blaze Storm. Try and play this jet kit that we really haven't seen in a long time. Good crosshair placement for the first. There he goes as well. Updraft is spent.
30 seconds left.
The rest of the team has arrived as well. Playing around the smokes just as his teammate that did the previous round before. Tries to get the drop around the back. Divide watching out the front. It's a trade for now. But here comes Jing, goes in for the swing, and looks down to get the next. A triple kill in the round for Paper Rex to tie up the score.
It's just good crosshair placement again, isn't it? It's not too worried. You feel like a Paper Rex in that moment. They're navigating the angles that they need to, and I'm looking at the new breeze kind of reveal itself in this sort of scenario too. When you're on Global Esports, you can't just completely retreat in towards the shops and play it in a post plant. They're a little bit deeper into the site. They feel incentivized to go for a bit of a challenge on the back of Autumn's blindside too. So some good patience in the retake from Paper X.
Once again, the mechanics as well. Just trying to approach it as tactically as possible.
JJ.
Yeah, there's Paper X. Now the ults are still there as well.
It's got to be down to the eco for Global Esports now too. The Viper's pit that kind of makes the B side unassailable. So we'll see what can happen in this round. It's a cracker of an opener from Jing, giving Patman a big old headache.
Forsaken continuously single-handedly applying pressure outside of shop. GE trying to find as much as possible up around middle.
Ui.
Something down
something
to the count yet
toy.
again. Trying to get a line out with the operator. Now it's 2 rounds in a row that we've just seen him meet death. But what can you try and achieve here as Global Esports? What gaps around the map are you going to be able to find? That was an opportunity perhaps for Javi to find a way in. Defy though trades out Crystal and now gets the pressure set towards him at this B side. Okay, we start to cook a little bit in this round, Global.
Things are getting hot. And with the kills, Paper X still not backing down. Forsaken taking another challenge. Envy down for the count outside around Arches. That's Yudotan gone. Autumn only has a Sheriff. Tries to play around the smoke. Can't quite go for the reload either, so this makes things really precarious as Forsaken just creeps around the backside. Paper X now in the lead.
I wonder a little bit what the call might have been on Global's side for Yudotan to push up more towards the Archers, right? Because that's a 1v1 angle that he's taking against Envy, who's just already kind of far forward in that point in time. You had a 3 versus 2 where you lose Javi in towards mid. That 2 versus 2, you got the plant down. Can fall back a little bit, so a little bit of a question in that one, but regardless, Paper X will find 3 in a row. They'll also take the lead now. Global will have a buy presence in the next round to see what they want to do. A quick B pop, perhaps with Autumn leading the way on the dimensional drift, always keeping things interesting and changing things up. Don't be readable. Jing's going to start over at this B site as well with Divide. Quick rotations from the top of mid from 2 more Paper X members as well can be readily available.
GE though trying to go a little bit faster this time. It's Yudotan once again with another challenge. Takes a long shot all the way up to the arch. A lot of the side has been cleared out, but Envy finding a shot through the smokes as well. GE though not backing down from the fight. They're taking the fight to Paper X, pushing all the way out.
There's going to be some timing here as well. Javi, Patman, they've got some smokes that'll be available that they can drop back down as well to buy a little bit of time. But you blink and you miss it, Quack. You thought the spike would have been planted in that chaos. It hasn't been. There's a minute to still play with. And Forsaken and something have split up.
No toxic screen this time, but perhaps the element of surprise, as you mentioned, that crucial.
Really big from Forsaken though. He can try and go for the denial of the plant. He's going to swing. And this is just very difficult for him to get out now.
Yeah, this GE squad, they've got each other's backs. Something though. You could perhaps somehow silently find the drop. Down goes Forsaken. Cosmic Divide up now, which makes things a lot more challenging. Looks to make a pop flash play alongside the clone, making some noises. But quickly sussed out. Still though, a blinded Javi goes down. 1v1.
Autumn has 0 util.
Which means he's got nothing but his gun. The spike taken away. Trying to play around time. Something just taking too much to clear around the corners. Which leaves it down to the exits. Who's going to be able to find it first? The barrel's been spotted. GE coming back in.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised Forsaken did manage to get one when he was taken down to 30 HP, but we know how sharp he can be. And that's going to be one of the different characteristics that he brings in with the Brimstone as opposed to an Omen, for example. He puts himself in that corner and he's got no Shroud of Step to get out of dodge, right? He kind of feels like it's either a narrow swing, wide swing to get involved, because in that situation you're not seeing in a way that something can dimensional drift to facilitate you getting back into a retake. Well done from Global.
No ego, no pride.
One round back on the board, but you know, you're only touching on the economy of Paper X. They still have a bit of a buy to come in towards this new round. Evolution up for Yudo Tan, taking a challenge immediately against Forsaken. He needs a bit of help here.
Oh, unfortunately, help is not quite there. Envy does have a slight angle, but now hops off for Hunter's Fury, just trying to throw them into disarray, but GE has this down pat. The spike getting planted safely.
Yeah, the drift with the Hunter's Fury, but not in tandem either. Something's going to get behind them. Recognize that no one is there. This is going to be a multi-pronged retake now. Jinx start off on a Yudo-tan.
Which means G has to look both north and south. Very tough to deal with. It's Jing coming in with the blades out. Envy now with a classic shot as well. Patman caught, unfortunately, between a rock and a hard place. Paper X take back the lead again.
Yeah, 7-5 or 6-6 is what we're going to see here, and no real ults you would think are going to be present in the next round for Paper X, unless Forsaken wants to try and cheese his way into some of these orbs to get that orbital. It's going to be a straight-up gunfight from Paper X, and a bit of stability needed as well, considering that had they lost that round, the economy would be nearing the bin. And there was that Bladestorm investment from Jing as well, right? So they wouldn't have that to rely upon, for example.
One enemy remaining.
So still a pretty good chance for G perhaps to tie up the score. This entire first half has been quite back and forth.
Yeah, Breeze, scrappy fights, getting hungry to just have a bit of a fist fight. Do love that. Problem though in this one, GE a little bit lesser equipped.
Here.
Didn't bring the right gloves to the boxing fight. See what they're going to be able to do. A mid-walk from Paper X in through holes. Javi. Not sure if he was actually spotted out there, but he knows there was some presence from GE there. You hear it in the audio cues anyway.
Wonder if this Hunter's Fury could possibly give them a bit of a boon, but for now just playing it very cautious.
Yeah. You only got that single entry as well, remember, for Autumn, so you can only dive himself if he is set up by the likes of a dart or drone with the smokes to go from the team. But you need someone else to be following him in pursuit as well. And is it going to be in the pursuit of happiness or not for Forsaken? His face gets obliterated.
Yeah, I'll send you to a bit of a depression. Team trying to find the trade as well, but quickly getting smoked off.
And it was needed because it was economic depression for GE in this round, right? So the fact that they open with a Sheriff shot, 30 seconds to go now in towards the A site, and rotations are already here for Paper X.
Might be here, but do they have the duels? So far, so good as Envy comes in with the double. Still though, Patman playing around the smokes, not quite finding the shots, the firepower, the weaponry. It's not there. Spike not planted. Stinger needing to get reloaded, but Crystal still finds the shot. Goes in for the spike plant now.
Stinger at close range. He needs something to come up close and personal here.
Come down to a bit of individual timing as well. The blind side to throw off his scent. And there goes Ilya. The better Russian in this round. Paper X will seal it 7-5 at the end of the first half.
They might be some good friends, but enemies in the server at the moment, and that was the perfect blindside to be throwing out at that moment. Completely obfuscates where he's coming from. Just throw a question towards Crystal's minds. It's good to also see that Envy, despite, you know, being taken down low, is winning those duels. Rest of the team, again, getting up close and personal, getting down and dirty, not scared to take the fights as we know Paper X are. The 7-5 is the halftime scoreline. A slow, we'll call it a bit of a slow start, right? Losing out that first buy round of your own, the bonus of Global, but you do recover. You take the lead, and without the pistol round, that is always something pretty strong. So you think towards the second half now, and you think, all right, if Paper X get this pistol, they're off to a great start now on their own attacking side, that they've got the ability of double duelist, of double dive to get really deep in towards these sides. But if Global are also able to find the pistol, they'll get 2 pistols. What does that see, right? Do they lose despite getting both pistols? That throws problems in towards Global's camp. Do they get the pistol and have another great starting run when they do have now the Sentinel on this map in the Vito? So how is that looking for Yudotan?
Because, I mean, if we know Frost, it feels like he could be trying to think through the entire game plan this way. That's why he got this exact composition, right? Yudotan, the Vito, possibly trying to cancel out some of the abilities, some of the flashes like we've seen from the previous days.
I mean, you got to think as well. If you are playing a Sentinel on Breeze in this current iteration, they have to be very self-sufficient and they have to be very informative with the rest of the team as well. There's just such a priority on the Viper because they can bunker down sites by themselves, but you also have the usage of that wall for attack in good space, right? In good aggression and in good holding of the sites. So you do see a lot more favor because of the long lines with the Viper. Case in point, Paper X in this installment.
Advantage of the smoke, but something quickly getting the double tap.
He read that one.
Tap.
That is quite dirty and disgusting. Will be traded out by Javi at the end, but he's already done his damage. He's got a complete B open site now for Paper X to waltz in, break and enter.
Okay.
The window's already been smashed to bits. Why not come in, steal all the loot?
เขามาแล้วดิพี่
They'll see that nothing is around the side as well. So where do you think this retake is going to come out from Global Esports at the moment? Is it all the flank side? You're taking complete Archer's control as Paper X.
Even perhaps allowing for Envy to go on a bit of a journey of his own.
Crystal just got the dart up, so if he throws this one out right now, Forsaken's Incendiary is just going to null and void that.
Unbelievable. Oh, tosses it a little bit early though, all the way towards the middle. Just some additional cover.
เห็นหัวไม่เห็นหัว
As that sleeper agent continuing to sneak all the way up through, and there it is. All 3 shots, all down simultaneously. Paper Rex with the pistol this time.
That just becomes very difficult after something 2 taps 2 of your team out of the rounds. Just holding the sky smoke immediately, and they just Patman and Autumn don't get to play this round.
What do you do?
You honestly just have to sit back and accept defeat in that point in time. It was a bad decision to go through the smoke high and dry. Now we'll see how that start is going to flourish for Paper X. Jing can go money man essentially with this Marshall. See how close to the Bladestorm he's going to be able to get. He's currently starting on 0.
Seeing the smokes, hearing that little interceptor as well.
Which is good, because if you think about it, right? What do you see from Paper X and their ability to get into the sites? Darts, flashes, cloud bursts. It removes it all.
Still though, hopefully playing around this close range, he perhaps will be able to take the duels, but there goes that money man, not even taking a lick of damage. The team fully behind him. A side is open for business, y'all.
Expectation that fight was coming through. Paper X reading that nicely. Very well should be a 5 alive situation for them as well, going in towards the next round where Global Esports are going to have to start to climb a mountain. Question is, will they have their climbing gear or not?
Might need a Sherpa soon enough.
งั้นเราตายระเบิดอย่างเดียว
Just down for the hunt for now. Jake happy to go peeking, and he eats the shot like a champ.
This is the shot that you don't really want to eat though. Shorty close range.
Surely not.
ปัง
Tried to look around.
You only get a Marshall. You're going up with the ship, or you're trying to get another kill here.
อ้าว
Gets it inside of the smoke.
ไม่น่าหันเลย
Nice little moment between ex-teammates.
Yeah, and only 1 casualty for Paper X, so they're going to be ripe as rain going in towards the first gun round of Global Esports, and we're going to start to see now how do they want to set up their defenses with the abilities to just, kind of lollipop around these sites with the 2 TP agents that they've got, the Yoru, right, and the Vito. They can take the fights, they can get out, they can have another fight if they want to.
Oh, you can just kind of feel that little friendliness between them as well. Here we go. Straight into shop once again. We'll have a listen into G.
Let's go to D5.
They saw 3, they saw 3.
What did he? Did the load gun close?
That was me, that was
me. It was you. Okay. Let's go fight middle, you want?
Yeah.
Go.
Ooh, if they do fight middle now, though, that's exactly where Paper Rex have rerouted.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Just a little bit of uncertainty, perhaps?
Well, I mean, Paper Rex are just holding, actually. I thought they would have rerouted after the 3 scam, but they just decide to sit pretty. You'll clear your close corners and see if anyone's there. There's been not a lot of budging around the map, actually, for anyone in this one. That's a significant amount of damage from the Snake's Bite. Ooh,
but quick on the reaction at the very least, now able to take down something. Forsaken, though, still with the spring. A hop in his step, goes in beat. And another player down. Crystal eating a shock dart.
Yeah, they saw him retreating towards the smoke a little bit earlier, didn't they? And they'll just cross their I's, dot their T's in the other way, because this one is turned a little bit upside down for Global Esports. Patman can only save face a little bit at the moment.
Trying to go for some of these taps, the best of his ability, but down he goes anyway.
That is not the way you wanted your defenses to start for Global Esports, is it? Your first buy rounds, your bonus of your opponents, and they win it in kind of a near flawless fashion. You also found the opening kill too. A bit aggressive from Autumn in my mind to blindside himself through with no assistance, you know, no darts, no extra teammate to go with him as well from a couple of different angles. Yeah, too greedy in that moment.
A scoreline not exactly bolstering your mental confidence as well, but nonetheless the rounds will continue on GE for the eco this time.
And see what damage the pistols are going to be able to do. You've already got a mid walk up from something. You've got Divide watching in the doors if anything happens there. And this is just a massive gap around the map where something is piecing it together very handsomely. No one is expecting him to be this far up top mid.
Perhaps Pat could have a slight the rest of the team as well, though. And there he goes. Will be able to get the first drop up against Paper Rex. Tries to go for the second, but Jinx shuts it down.
This is the problem. They didn't know. I thought maybe the gate crash was seen by Patman and he could have called that it came past him. So you would assume someone's top mid. It's the only way it gets there, but so much happens in these games. Sometimes it just doesn't say it. Perhaps that's the most probable scenario. Now the pistols for a retake.
At the moment, but at least they will still continue to barrel on through. You rob some of these guns away. They've managed to do pretty decently towards the back of B main. Trying to get a push on through. Crystal. Down Javi for the trade. All of a sudden, this is now interesting. Jin has to shoot himself out of this situation. Here's that the spike is getting halved. And Javi protects his teammate. GE will take a round back.
So we're just copying and pasting what happened in the first half, right? GE get 3, Paper Rex get a thrifty, Paper Rex get 3, and GE get a thrifty. So, well, you could see it on the radar there. He saw the blind side. So, one of those situations, maybe miscommunicated, maybe overlooked. I mean, I highlighted before, there is so much that happens in this game in the server. You see the blind side, you don't think that it's come from top mid.
Yeah.
You know, where something is. So, anyways, overlooked that. Doesn't matter. They got the thrifty. And we have an Odin coming out now from Crystal. And Jinx says, nah, shut up. None of that.
We've had enough of that since Champs. He's going on through again. It's Patman though, not having it any longer. Jing coming through with the spams just to check. The sight is completely there.
Just got bird's eye vision on this round. Just updrafts up, removes Crystal, shooting through smokes, removing everybody on Global. There's nothing you can do in a situation like that. Javi and Yudotan, I mean, you definitely want to try and hold on to these guns and drop something over to Pat and Crystal, or Autumn as well, technically. No drift that you can use him to kind of go in first. Maybe you want to try a passage in which Crystal is using the Hunter's Fury.
Not too much, not in this world for now, but at least to perhaps talk things through for the upcoming rounds. You've got, what, 2 remaining ones left after this?
I mean, the problem is going to be that Paper Rex are swimming with ultimates, right? It is just shark-infested waters, essentially. Like, you're not getting out of that one as Global Esports. Fortunately for Yudotan, he's not even getting out of this round with a gun.
Oh no.
So what does it look like now for Global Esports? I would assume maybe a timeout coming in towards the fresh buy rounds. but not even going to really have the opportunity for that coming into this. You got to take a knee, essentially. Unless you can force up and be okay with what you have in possession.
Good boys! Good boys!
I don't know about that. Might even need a possible timeout soon for this. Paper Rex just doing
แล้วพี่ผมจับออกไง
everything right. Pretty
ต้องได้
much.
แล้วเปล่าวะ
Spread around the map in a nice little default in the beginning. See what Divide can frolic about for. Remove this utility over at A. Get the information if anyone's there. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Where you see Yudo pushing through the elbow, but no backup from the team. No double layup. It's a nice trade over in the shops. What do you do now? Something is so aware that that's possible, by the way. Just gets out of it at the wrong time, and Javi, the leader, does the damage. But can they convert? Global Esports, an opportunity here, 3 versus 2, time to be bought with the dark cover.
You mentioned before they were the leader of that statistic so far. Now they will continue to commit, plant their feet down into this round. Jing though, taking a bit at that initiative all the way towards back sight. Spike still dropped, however.
30 HP, and they're just going to pass each other around this site.
As you check that corner as well, Patman. Now you're thinking, could Jing have gone around back? Surely not. Crystal has the angle covered, and there will be that kill. A thrifty picked up by GE.
So far on the defensive side, both rounds that they've gathered are on the thrifty variety. So we're asking a little bit more in these rifle rounds to come out from Global Esports, but I highlight again, right, you're coming into this next round where PaperX are going to have weaponry. They're feeling the flow state on this attacking side. They have a hell of amount of ultimates that they can deploy at any point in time. It's definitely still going to be a bit of a difficult scenario for PaperX, for Global Esports to answer to PaperX, and now we get to how they want to navigate this attacking side.
They're pushing in, no? They're pushing in, guys.
Pushing in, maybe. Let's go, boy. Elbow. Can you pull? Wait for pull. One elbow.
Yoru city.
Close side. Nice. Cover me.
Yoru.
Quickly calling out the trades. You gotta love how much they are in that flow state. And because of that, the Spike already down.
Yeah, 3 versus 4, Orbital Strike and Incendiary for Forsaken, though he does use the Incendiary generally to buy some time before a flood happens. Autumn, close to the smoke, not revealed. Yudo-tan is. Cosmic Divide from Javi as well to try and help out the team to get into this site.
Watch out for a lot of these corners though. Down goes the smoke. Yudo-tan gets the drop! Quickly goes Evolution just to get onto the spike. Can he do it long enough? There goes the kills, but the Autumn with the trades. Javi as well. They've managed to do it.
Cheeky, honestly, from Global Esports. You've got Yudo-tan popping the Evolution that can eat all of that utility that comes down when the Cosmic Divide muffles all of that audio on the opponents that are hanging around for a bit more of a retake style. But, post-plant style. It's the shots that get held really nicely. Again, the smokes. It's always the corner of a smoke that has some opportunity for the close holder to do something, but really, really nicely done at the end.
One enemy remaining.
Spike didn't even get half defused by Yudo-tan in that point in time, so you know it had to be very rapid from Global Esports to I guess have the opportunity to even win the round in that post-plant just then.
Oh, interesting.
Alex,
perhaps getting a little bit upset right now with Wendler. Hopefully to see him in the booth as well.
Yeah, well, this is where things do get a little bit spicy in this map too. Deep stages of this first map.
All right, you just lost 3 rounds in a row to GE, who were down for the count before.
Yeah, of course, if I think back to other things as well, this was the team that PaperX is was kind of excited to play against, right? Thinking that they are the most improved at the moment roster with their rebuild. Very excited to see how Patman does and to play them on the stage too. And well, now they get to do that in the server, and they've gone blow for blow. They've been hitting each other.
100%. I mean, while it's also fun in games, you're getting a little bit that friendliness, friendly tingle all around. It's also quite tense, especially when the scorelines are coming down to this stage. Autumn now bringing out the operator.
Mind you, Jing topping for PaperX on this jet. So Jet Stonks rising in 2026 Breeze.
Let's bring it back.
Let's not.
Ooh.
Autumn onto something.
I love how you just said let's not, but there he goes.
That's fine.
Drive-by from Jing as well. Orbital strike to try to flush him out of position, but Forsaken also able to bring his gun out just in time. Pat trying to stay alive from the round back of Orange, but gets shot down by Forsaken. Just keeps going on. Autumn has managed to somehow sneak behind shot, but does he have the shot? No! Forsaken's still online! Yudotan trying to sneak through. Slowly stopped by the snake bite, and down he goes. Autumn able to find just the one. Envy getting shock darted by himself, allowing for Autumn to stay alive just a second longer, but can you truly shoot yourself out of this one? Not quite. They've got the angle, they've got the sprays, and Paper Rex are reaching up to match point.
Envy, can we leave self-shock darting in MEA, please? We don't need that here in Pacific.
Catch that.
Unlucky,
happen, right?
unlucky
happen.
for Global Esports in a couple of those moments in time. Crystal getting caught jumping. You got the dimensional drift that bails Autumn out. Bloody hell, he's so sharp. But a very difficult retake to come out in the end for Global. Paper X just all-encompassing the site. Just so damaging and destructive with how they are fragging. 4 map points now for Paper X. 4 chances for Global Esports to try and come back, and it's just an immediate duel that they want to take around the shops.
That's the last round. Might as well try to go for it anyways, but unfortunately they're getting tagged up through those paper-thin boxes as well.
Yeah, Autumn 22 HP. And no assistance to help him there. When the dust starts to settle around that fight, we navigate towards mid as well, where the creep on up comes. Forsaken and something around the bends. And they're squashed.
Okay. Just right around the back of doors. Still hovering around the side as well.
And if you want to go to this B side as Paper X too, you've got to contend with all of the Sentinel utility that you've just not really seen at A at all. Patman finds Envy, so this round is coming up hunky-dory for Global Esports. They also want to try and hold on to all this weaponry too, because the piggy bank is looking empty. They would need a little bit of that stability.
And make it as flawless as possible. But otherwise, a great start to the round. Maybe allowing for Paper X to go for that full save. Taking shop, being a little bit more aware as to how Paper X might want to find those rotations around the map.
10 seconds
This is going to be an
left.
important time as well for a couple of these GE members to just make sure that they don't get sloppy in these moments, right? This is where the experience of a couple of these players on these stages is really going to shine, right? Patman, trophy winner, right? Well, we know what he did last year. We got Crystal, who's been around the bend. He's won things in his own right. He's been on this stage time and time again. They all have, right? Autumn as well, Yudotan too. It's Javi in this moment in time, calling for the squad that needs to make sure that his supportive team, you know, are keeping him on track. We've already heard it a couple of times that it is Crystal in the mid-round going for a couple of these calls when he recognizes things. So the pieces are moving for Global Esports. It's going to be a big test in these next couple of rounds, and we'll start in this round, right? There's not like Paper X are just equipped with pistols. There's some rifles for Jing and Devi. We'll see if they're going to be able to be the tip of the spear to lead them somewhere in this round.
It's great that you point that out, Komodo. Needing to operate as a team after all, and having that leadership as well. Right now, just keeping things in check.
Time to jump.
Well, may very well be another big scrappy fight here, and Autumn has to plant his feet and be the guardian of this A site.
Might have heard a little bit here and there, but unfortunately getting caught as he tries to strafe back.
GG.
And that's all Paper X truly needs. Now into the site, tossing a bunch of flashes. Patman forced to back away. A little bit of a drone coming out for added safety as well. Pat continuing to hold the off angle. Paper X not allowed to go for these swings any longer. Devi taking just the one.
But all 3 members of Global Esports are not together. They need to regroup and play this as a 3 versus 1.
Just as you mentioned before, needing to see that teamwork, but no, a straggler's being caught. Could this be the opportunity for Oldavai? Almost getting the flick. Unotan there to save the day. GE hanging, still in the game.
Divine might not be up on the frag department with the rest of the team for this round, but you also know how many times he's come up good with clutches for this roster. And he nearly makes that one work, doesn't he? The 1 versus 3. These are why I say you gotta play together. He isolates the fight so well in his passive clutch moments. Timeout from PaperX now. 2 out of 4 rounds gathered by Global Esports on this comeback to try and send us into OT.
I'm getting nervous.
You're getting nervous? Do you think PaperX would be nervous on the stage now after what we saw yesterday for our higher seeded teams?
There's a real chance. It was a big upset day.
It was a big upset
today
day
as well. The big point of discussion for all of us.
But remember, Froster's never bested something.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But who knows? Perhaps this discussion might just allow him to go that extra mile, get us into OT.
Well, it is the second time out from PaperX. I believe Global still have one in play too.
They do.
They'll come back.
So whether or not they get this round, depending on how clean it looks, could deploy their second one too for the last round of regulation. Access to the Viper's pit for Divide on this attacking side. Envy one away from the Hunters.
Let's get him, guys.
Okay. They're gonna fight A shops again.
Nothing, I see nothing. Take the orb and come back.
Take the orb.
He's a fake then.
They have a trap, I think.
No, he's just delaying, I think. You just hit B with the house, boy. Yeah, he's delaying, boy. Hit B. Guys, run B. Just follow boys and trade. Careful elbow, pet always pushing. Oh yeah, they in elbow. Okay. The SRNC shot it.
True.
Last time is Feto do that.
Guys, clear everything. Okay, clear the box also.
I'm gonna go check from inside.
Watch my left, guys. Watching.
Ready pick this time. You can molly or no? See nothing close, boys.
Okay, behind the box. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Elbow, okay?
I'm gonna dash left, boys. Ready?
Yep. I'm flashing.
Nothing close right, nothing close right. On top, boys.
Still on top.
Still on top, guys.
Colin, then he was right up top, but now all the trades flowing through Unotan from backside. He's got the angle, but Envy back in for the challenge. Autumn trying to set up the blind side. There goes something! Could this be it? Javi, where has he been all this time? Getting the angle down middle! 1v1! Something still has his gate crashes.
He can just toy with Javi right now. 2 gate crashes, reals or fake.
You have to look for it. Ooh! Almost caught in the animation. Back up on it around. Trying to find an elevated angle. Has to land the flick, and there he goes! Just a slight burst, and that takes him over the edge. PaperX closed out this first map, 13-10. It's time to go to the Jurassic Park Global.
5 HP at the end there for that one in just a scrappy battle on the B side where everyone needs to start to shoot and have that crosshair trained right and ready. Unlucky for Autumn that he was caught out with the flash in hand, but ultimately a lot of those showings in these rounds for Global Esports looking decent. Some good decisions, some good shots out. At the end of the day, PaperX are still a titanic team. And I think the lion's share of the tail end of the first half really started to show us that as well, right? A slow start, losing 0-3 in the very beginning, but apart from that, just on top, nicely done.
Yeah, it's time to oil lion's share. I mean, you might even say the dinosaur share, given how some of these rounds have gone. But at the same time also, sometimes needing to keep themselves cool, keep themselves calm. We do see Global Esports taking a couple of these thrifty rounds, and I love to witness that.
But it's still really early days as well, right? Completely new roster, you got things to work on, you got tape that doesn't really become available for your opponents too when you consider that you're picking Breeze or Abyss as the game plan into this one. What do you think PaperX are going to be playing? You also go onto a map here in Breeze that Patman didn't play with this squad, so he doesn't really have the insight like that he might be able to translate over to Global Esports that he would have on a couple of other maps. So I'm a little bit exciting to see Split be a map that could potentially showcase a little bit of that. But you're also hearing, you know, in the mix of it, Paper Rex again just calling nicely, very passive, patient, very passive, but very explosive when they need to as well. I mean, you got to talk about it. The Jet coming out from Jing, and he's just so destructive.
Yeah, how do you love that team comms bit in the previous round? But here we go, back over onto the desk.
Thank you so much, casters. And you know what? It's been a long while.
เกือบหลับแต่กลับมาได้มันทางเอเจนต์ ไม่ตายโอ้ยอะไรวะ
Neutralize. Reload.
Enemy kill.
Raise is on stage. New stage.
Ground.
อะไรวะยิงไม่โดน
Satchel out. Satchel out. Listen up. Next. Gotta wait. Your fault.
Stage 3.
I gotta wait.
เอาเลือดก่อนก็
Remove. Wall raised.
Spotted.
เอ้าไอ้เหี้ยกูอยู่หลังสุดกูโดน
Show me a
Blocking sight.
มันอีกคุย
Nailed him.
reloading.
My ult's ready.
10 seconds until stage change.
เล่นจัดไอ้เหี้ยโอ้
Night night.
มาดิไอ้คุยพี่มาดิเฮ้ยกูขอโทษ
Joke's over! You're dead!
ไอ้พี่แม่งไม่ตาย
Show me a target.
Oops. Four.
วิไม้เอทของฉัน
What's this? Give me those back.
มาดิไอ้คุย
Ultimate goal. Spotted. 15 kills to go. Kills to go. Making cover. Chambers looking good. Rampage.
ไม้เอทอะ
No distraction.
3.
มาดิจบพอดีได้เวลาดูต่อ
And they won 4 times. So if you're talking about like Envy coming into this roster, this is the map that he should be the most prepped for with Paper Rex to see. And I mean, Paper Rex just know this map.
Just the fact that the previous map was relatively close as well. I will be very interested to see how close G can take it this time. Right now, all the way on the attacking side, upper ramp, just something. Does have to get crashed towards the back. Fires off blind shots, but has to go safe.
Re-TPs to the team, and it was just everybody waiting for some sort of middle thing. You can rotate to B, you can rotate to A, and it's going to be the ladder right now, where it's just going to be fights on fights on fights with the plant down, 5 versus 5.
Just dump the whole mag into screens. Now, Envy going for the blind hops. Something gets the shot relayed back forward, picked up onto the bandit, and it's a 4-squad, 4 men all up inside of elbow. They will take every single frag.
Unlucky for Global Esports there. That is not the way that you wanted to see that one go. They have all 5 members start outside of A. I like the idea from Paper X, to be honest with you. 1-3-1, where you're just holding very passively at the back in towards your spawn. No matter where Global Esports are going to go around the map, you're going to have a very fast retake in that style. You hold a lot of your utility, but it's the guns at the end that get the job done. Effort by committee. Paper X, something, Jing. Everyone else getting some tags here and there. Just absolutely stomping on them for that retake.
Oh, we'll see if they can continue to play in that style. Right now it's a different defensive setup.
And Prowl's going to spot out some early information, of course. No real big force up for GE in this round. Just Hatman with the Sheriff. See if there's going to be some sort of yeehaw action in this one, but you've got the push up already from Paper X. There's a trade, don't get me wrong, but honestly, not really expecting too much from this round.
Okay. Perhaps Javi.
He doesn't beat them to that, though. That's the problem.
Would be nice if he was able to retrieve it, but otherwise, perhaps caught into a position that you wouldn't otherwise want to be in. Jing will be able to snuff out that light, which leaves Autumn.
Yeah, you'd assume lights out for him as well, with Forsaken getting this flank out with the Bandit. We'll see if he's just going to steal his life in this one. Already spotting him. Easy as you like it. Paper X for the 2-0 start. Now we get to see what Global will do on this attacking side, because so far, you know, extremity challenges that we'll get from Paper X, we've seen shenanigans afoot from them on this map before. We've seen Garage Control come out. They like to do that. Forsaken specifically likes to get really up close and personal there. We're already going to start to see it, right? So you've got to be very aware of what's going to happen on this defensive side as far as Global is concerned. And that makes me really think, if you're Paper X, are they changing up their setups time and time again to really make it a problem for GE? And I think the answer is yes. 4 essentially started at the B side of this round. You've got all of that Garage Control, and you've already got something TPing to this A site.
Very well could be. Well, his first contact goes good. Now he got onto something.
He could be on here.
Oh no! Turns all the way around. He was hearing footsteps. Maybe thought to TP safely at some point, but nonetheless, it's now a 5v3.
And Javi's just going to play off yonder as well as a little bit of a lurker roll. Benefit of the Astra.
Out of charges.
You can see the Paper X are just going to be retaking from tower and screens, however, though.
Just an attempt for now. Pat will deny them the space that they do want to take. Not to mention this little bit of a crossfire as well. Oh, here comes Jing though. Tries to triangulate into a position, but his team has got his back, which leaves Forsaken snuffed out by Javi. And GE are on the board.
Yeah, nicely done from them as well. All 5 alive. Balance out a little bit of that economy. Not really see Paper X really coordinate together and play as a massive unit in that scenario as well, right? You got the first casualty that comes their way, a little bit isolated by a further pick out from Envy that I like. It is a rough scenario for something, you know, playing around the back of the map as well. You've always got the multi-pronged angles that your opponents can come from. And you had a little bit of settling time for GE as well to breathe. I think for this team, they are definitely going to try to capitalize on the moments when they have a couple of seconds to decide how they want to play posts or play aggressors.
At the same time, GE continuing to change their plans as well. A lot faster now. Hastier.
Well, something's got the operator down the guts of mid. You've got that Garage Control again from Paper X.
Jing with Showstopper.
And I want to see if Javi is going to call for them to come over to this B side at a point in time as well. But the premium right now for Paper X really is this mid operator. Something can stay around as long as he likes, essentially. As long as he's got a bailout set, I would say. So when that gate crash does expire, you'll probably want to see him get out of dodge.
That could be the timing from G as well, waiting for those gate crashes to dissipate.
Yeah.
Clearing back Garage now, forcing a smoke out.
It's going to be an important first fight that comes out in this round too. How long does Autumn stay now that his last gate crash is fading over at this B side? It's some good timing of Forsaken getting the dark covers down, and that's the go time. 40 seconds to go. GE locked in towards this A site now with the stars coming down, but again, it's another split defense from Envy and from Divide.
Just trying to get the quick rotations over, perhaps 30 seconds to go. Jing still has a showstopper in his pocket. Patman with an opening shot.
Good interceptor to go down as well. By a little bit of time, it can deny something from getting out the flashes, from Envy getting out some util as well, but he's got the C's and the Haunt.
Oh, there goes.
Ui.
Oh, and it eats
Oh,
the
the
showstopper, but
bait
Jing
here.
gets the shot anyway. Paint shells into sight, but unfortunately, Crystal does sidestep it on him for cover. Patman getting another trade in, and it's just something left with this up. No chance in hell.
Everybody, once upon a time, always complained about the showstopper being too OP. Why is this rocket in the game? Vito stops that nicely. But you had to have the timing right, and it was a chef's kiss moment as well. You have to feel so good if you're Yudo-tan in that moment to eat that showstopper.
That's just nice.
Yeah. And really important for Global Esports as well, right? Second round on the board, retaining a couple of these weapons, though something does still hold the operator. So there's always, and I mean always, going to be a way that PaperX can come out with a round if they have that op in play.
Can I also just point out the slight irony that Yudo-tan, his name being homing missile, he's the one that denies the showstopper.
Denies the big missile, yeah.
Dude, do you believe they're gonna push me on A next round?
Let's see.
Let's see, Pat.
Let's see, Pat. You are playing the Viper roll over towards the A side of the map. And if they're going to push him, you know it's going to be some sort of variety of Jing with some satchels or with something pushing up with an op. Currently, it's going to be nada, though. There's a little bit more of a passive approach from PaperX. Something on the line towards B, however. And if you're not joining them out, right, it's going to be a difficult one. So, we'll see if Crystal decides to do so with Prowler.
Here.
For now, though, not going to get too risky as Global, as we do see GE have an opportunity towards this A site yet again. Just one PaperX member over there in the form of Jing. A lot more stock in this B site for PaperX for the beginning stages of this round.
For first time in a few rounds, huh? But at the same time, always kind of winning out the timing of the Yorus, now making their move up towards ramp alongside Viper utility, spotting out a little bit, but well, just enough to get Jing down 11.
Not too heavy though to consider going back to the A site, rather absence of players. They've seen nothing around the map. Now this is a worrisome scenario for Global. They are going into the stack.
30 seconds left.
Big stack, all the sheriffs and everything, surely, but look to something in his shot. He gets fully blinded. Locked off the line. Now you gotta have to go in for the full commit into sight. The blinds coming through. Javi getting a slight trade, but there they go right around the edges of the smoke. Weapon picked up. Navaya still ready on the backside, but 10 seconds to go. Do you have it? Something has it instead. Fatman all the way up top, having his no choice other than to possibly save. Narrowly avoids death. PaperX takes the round back.
There's a lot of misinformation in that round, and information that Global Esports are not going and gathering, really, right? They don't even get past go over at the A side of the map. They see what? Jing shooting a little bit. They see a boombot over there. They see kind of nothing else around the map. You know that the operator was retained from the last rounds, and if you don't see it over at the A side of things and you don't push forwards a little bit, you got to assume that it's going to be mid or B, and they just leave it a little bit too late. We're used to Viral, for example, in the subset that we see that Global Esports have played, giving them fights. PaperX are not doing that. They're happy to sit a little bit more retreated at these sites. So we're going to have to see more emphasis on Global Esports pushing for some information. Utilizing Crystal's kit to the best of its ability.
And speaking of which, he is one away from the Nightfall.
For me, it's Autumn with the Dimensional Drift. It's got to be used in this round, down to a Spectre. So I'm expecting that to be played. Pushing the op off the line of mid, but where does it go? To the B site now, and you've got this Cosmic Divide down.
A little bit more positions checked Utility tossed in. And there goes a dimensional drift as well, sussing out towards the back. There goes a little bit of a shorty kill. Crystal now making a move. Site has been opened up, dumping all the ults as well. Out towards back site.
Kind of feel like they needed to, though, to insert themselves into the site, and now with the plant down, Patman finds Envy.
Fantastic work thus far. Yudotan continuing it on, and they will end this round with minimal damage sustained.
Yeah, one away from the Viper's Pit as well. If you can get that Patman come in the next round, you'll have a good way to try and have a closure too. And gain a little bit of a lead on the attacking side of this map, as we see Paper X going to be contemplating a half by a sort of different variety look, I believe. But they themselves, of course, going to be changing approach into this next round too. They lose a round, they switch it. They're putting more towards the A site right now. And I just can't help but think, right, when Patman said earlier, you think they're going to challenge me at A? A couple of rounds too early.
Yeah. Slight challenge now, but it's just to get the orb.
But I want to see them ramp up. I want to see them recognize this really early and go towards the B site, which is exactly what they are doing. It's good decision making here. Did not spot him?
Oh no! Well, the trade is there at the very least. You are bang on for that, Komodo, but here they go. Trying to get the spike down, trying to get it all covered with this Viper's Pit. Paper X hot in their heels though. Off to the top of heaven. 3 players, a slight clone, and also Jing with the Phantom.
Does something want to drift here?
Those things that you're considering. Sheriffs, though, Forsaken still somehow makes it work towards the back of Garage. And there they go, trying to annihilate on towards Patman, and down he goes. Javi, Crystal, they've got to hold this tight. So far, so good, spotting out something as well. He's trapped in the corner, and he's trying to strafe around it. What a shot onto Javi! 20 HP. He's down. Needing to get onto the spike, running out of time. Crystal with the shot at the end there, and Global takes the lead.
It's a bit expensive though. At the end of the day, one player surviving, the pit utilized. However, you do draw out that drift from Paper X. And at the end of the day, you win the round, and that's exactly what we want to be seeing from Global Esports. We want to be seeing them make good decisions and, you know, be rewarded in these components. But for Paper X, I feel like there was a world in which they get that, of course, right? They themselves are hitting their shots, getting in their drifts, seeing exactly where their opponents are, going for the body blocks, going for the sprays. Doesn't result in a round win though. And now there's a timeout on the back of that too. Defensive side of Split. Not going too crash hot for Paper X just yet.
Just keeping things a little bit competitive. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, they've been challenged round after round, switching up their defensive setups. What could the next one possibly be? Especially considering the economy, which should come back up. Meanwhile, though, I mean, for GE, just the way that they've been playing around it, you were calling for it, Komodo, for them to recognize the fact that, yeah, if they're going to be applying pressure earlier on, we should be pushing on other parts of the map, and they did just that.
Oh, it's just kind of normal recognition bits, right? If you count 3-4 different sets of utility towards one side of the map, you know that the other side is going to be extremely weak. You've got the cheated rotate of a Yoru, don't forget. But at that point in time, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be weak. Now the evolution gets popped from Yudotan, and it's going to be a split approach for now. Try and send Paper X to this A site to stack it while you ensure that the B site is no longer equipped by your opponents, and that's exactly what's happened here. GE into the site, they can get the plant. Patman finds something. That is a pretty good opener.
Bring them down.
What a way to thwart your opponent's plans. Now setting up the smokes and everything as well, but Envy tries to seize the initiative. Goes in along Nightfall and Showstopper. Going through with the TP as well. Yudotan trying to bypass every single bit of it, but it's not enough. The shots coming through from Paper X, and they're starting to surround this pillar. Javi still trying to isolate. Not quite happening. Autumn coming back through from top heaven now, but it's a 1v2. Does he have the angle? It's slightly smoked off. Paper X will double up, and they get the defuse at the end. The score tied up back to back.
Now, unfortunately for Patman as well, just wasn't expecting a hell drop be pressuring him from a couple of different angles. I did like the time that was bought slightly by the interceptor, right? Showstopper was popped, but you couldn't shoot that out. They had to switch weapons to be able to destroy it. And as soon as it turned into, you know, the 4 versus 4, you just have so many Paper X members around the site who are just going to start shooting every angle that they possibly can. There's a lot of smokes that are just carpeted around the site as well, that you're just trying to slice it any which way you can. Tied scoreline now 4-4. Good conversion on the back of Paper X's time out. And by position, you do see a bit of a default play by Global, rewarded with the operator for the first engagement.
That's going to be a bit of a surprise. You're going to mark Viper's pit down as well, though.
And Forsaken doing what he does best with his signature smoke, pushing in towards B lobby. Flash to potentially come out from something as well, but he's just going to do the TP bait, get the information as a body, and luckily he actually does take that TP, right? Because now he's at the site where the hit's coming down.
Should be prepared for the hit. Trying to reposition to the best of his ability. Jing as well, trying to play around for cover. Bought it just enough time for Divide to perhaps get into heaven.
They have no idea that Patman is behind them. Look at that, it's gorgeous from him. And that should just be the deal sealer on this round right now. Forsaken with the flank means Diddley Scott, when the chokeholder's still going to be watching him, to give Autumn a bit of a heads up. And poor old Divide, he's going to be at the ramp, but 2 versus 5.
Sneaking all the way through the chokehold as well, but still a 2v4 at the end of it. Stars plays down at their feet. And also low HP, but still finding a kill onto Pat. Here comes Javi. And Forsaken left. GE will be able to take the round away, thanks to Patman.
It's 2 components in that round for me, really. Autumn finding the initial engagement against Envy, and the fact that Jing is down on the site as well, isolated. And then you've got the settling too, right? You've got the regroup approach to come through from GE. That's got to be someone, unfortunately, at the end of the day. But yeah, we've all been there. Really nice done from Patman, though, as saying, you know, getting that gap around the map too.
ขำกันเฉยเนาะขำใส่เฉยนะ
The econ of Paper X as well.
ไม่แน่พี่เราดูเกมบุกก่อนเปเปอร์เล็กมันเก่งเก่งเกมบุกผมว่านะ
Knock knock, but G want none of that. Up towards middle, that is a surprise peek from Divine.
Head scratcher moment. Yudo-tan not happy with that one. Seen a couple of thrifties already in this series. Early one from Paper X last map. 2 more later on from GE. Autumn aware.
So careful with the stutter step.
Put on the mask as well. Want to get deep in towards the site to reveal where your opponents are. You hear the drone of Jing. And he's just going to try and challenge in this smoke. It's cheeky. I like it. He should be with 1. Never mind.
Going on to him. It's just so quick and so aware as well. Still though, Divine with his sharp. He had the kill from before. Does find a second one, but now hitting the deck thanks to Patman.
And you got to remember as well, with all the time that's been bought around this, is there a flank that could come out? That's what Javi's thinking currently. As Envy at the tower will be met with something.
Trying to find whatever they can get.
Yeah, don't take this one as 2 1v1s. Play it together for the swing, and that's exactly why something is always going to be good for his name. Something in these rounds. 6 found for Global. Better than the first half of the last map. But will it become an equal playing field on the exchange, or will they extend this lead? Something's going to get that operator back on out.
You kill me, Komodo. But absolutely right as well. 2 rounds left in this first half. Can Global secure a strong lead?
Aussie pride.
ดูแล้วง่วง
Gotta love it.
Crystal does have the Nightfall available in this round. Autumn is just going to delete something caught with the operator. Caught in transition of the TP. He's even looking for more.
Off the Nightfall as well. Big damage sustained by
Oi,
Envy, but Jing
Jin.
trying to sidestep
Oh,
all
go
of it,
back.
finds a quick double, blocks away the blind, tosses the paint shells, and that's where Yudotan will seize the initiative.
Is it going to be a settling moment though for GE? 3 versus 2. Envy super close. Barrel stuff moment essentially, but Yudotan needs to win the duel. He wills. Heavy off Yonder. Wins that one too. Fights on fights, and Global come out on top. As we transition into the last round of this half, Global Esports will be winning no matter what. But an 8-4 tastes a lot better than a 7-5. So what do we have in store for Paper X now?
That's exactly the question. The alt cycle's coming through and through, but at the same time, Paper X not shy to just really go in for some of these brawls, evident by some of these moments, but Global's starting to wake on up.
I do like the little changing moments as well from Global, where they have Pat on the lurk sometimes, Javi on the mid lurks. This time, Mr. 8K is looking to play Scopey Boy. Oh, or he was. Autumn will regather that one, as it's going to be an all-in approach to this B site for Global. Already Jing starting to rotate over here as well.
Everyone from Paper X trying to play around the smokes best of their ability. Something needing to stay alive as well, but unfortunately goes down. Forsaken towards the back.
Interceptor
again. Does not work. Forsaken the weapon back online, but here comes Yudotan. Double found. Abilities placed, trying to bait out and locate their positions while his team is no longer here. 50 seconds left, wanting to get the spike down, but as soon as he swings, Envy is here to play.
Now 7-5 at the half to GE still.
I'm
more of a fan of Global Esports when they're going for the split plays instead of the one-dimensional plays, I'll call them there as well, right? Kind of telegraphed a bit in that moment by Paper X, where they only have one spot that they really need to look at. And you just got the crossfires that come out really nicely. Forsaken with the judge as well is just so close, it's going to destroy you. Lines of sight that can just get sprayed on down. The Interceptor, it does zap the showstopper technically, but by that point in time, it was already looking to be a winnable scenario for Paper X to close the round. Now we flip Paper X to the attacking side, where it's going to stylistically be a little bit different, right? Double duelist. You know that they're going to want to try and get these early lines, these early fights as well, but I think for me, I am really more intrigued by what Yudotan's setups are going to be, right? Again, it's 2026, we're adopting in towards seeing a lot of this double duelist action with double controllers, and we're going Sentinel-less. So when we are seeing teams bring out a Sentinel, my mind at least goes to where is the value that you're contributing in towards these setups, right? Are you always changing it? Are you playing to and fro with your teammates? If you've got the veto specifically, are you playing for rotatability, or are you looking to be aggressive with the vetoes, with the crosscuts?
Yeah, because we didn't get to witness too much of that on Breeze. We do see him finding a bit of value with the interceptor inside of some of these fights.
Yeah.
It always would be lovely to see a lot more.
So you got the chokehold at the front of the A site here in this round. If you've got Caesars as well, right, from Fades, you can get a lot of these containment fields, but you're not running something like a Raze on your duelist side to be able to nade them and confirm kills. You could technically argue a Snake Spike can get some damage, but it's not going to finish off your opponent. You'll still have to get some sprays in there when they're vulnerable. Bit of a mid affair for Paper X to begin at the moment, to draw some eyes there, but it's just from Something who can rendezvous with the rest of the team over towards the A site. And I'm not talking about the chamber. Patman though for the challenge, washed.
Yeah, at least gets the C's down, but that's going to be enough. Yudotan does capitalize off of it, but there go the paint shells as well. Envy and Forsaken now continuing to barrel on through. You've got a bit of damage coming through from Heavy as well, though. Frenzy shots spraying out, and it's Envy onto the site.
From Crystal. 6-7, 6-7. It's his turn.
Low HP. Envy just trying to play around the corner. Does have the spike, but Javi wall bangs on through. GE will take it to an 8th.
Well, he knew he dinked him in that moment, and there was already a little bit of damage done previously, so he's got to assume he's super low. Different scenario if that's a classic, right? You just assume it's the jumping right click, but the Ghost trying to get them shots on out. Paper X will not be picking up the pistol despite finding an opening kill. A bit one-dimensional, as I'm talking about, right? When it comes to split, much more of a fan of going for split plays. Am I gonna have to... It's in my
ถูก
blood
โตอีกแล้ว
that I have to. Oi.
ถูกโตอีก
Every
แล้ว
time I hear that,
Just do it. Why not? Be
เจนนะ
yourself.
โคตรอเล็ก
We love these moments, but here they go again.
Speaking about being themselves, Jing with the Baki on the raise. We'll see what he's going to be able to do with this one. As he gets up close in mid with the rest of his squad. Batman with the judge as well.
โอ้ไม่ตายด้วยไอ้
There
เหี้
he
ย
goes. Javi just expected that right as well. A Paper X trying to recover from it, but Autumn continuing to silence them. Just the eco, of course, with Divine trying to find a fifth damage if possible. Okay.
If Envy manages to find some timing here with this bandit, he can equalize and they can get a plant, they can settle, they can look for some more favorable engagements. 3 versus 2. And Yudo-tan is by himself over at this A site. The good thing for him though is any entry in through main, the chokehold would find, he would hear a heaven drop. So he is putting himself in the right location to maximize potential. And that's exactly why. Finds the first, knows where Envy is now.
Just fantastic reactions coming on.
หยิบจัดขึ้นมา
Envy, no choice
ก็
but
ยัด
to take
ยัดมัน
the
สิ
duel.
He's got the judge though. It
$300
gives me a little bit of
$300
worry if you're trying to bully your way into the side here as GE. So good. Still good. They get past it. They get past the scare metric. We're all good. GE will find the second round. They will find 9 on the board. We'll get the buy up for Paper
ว่างนอนด้วย
We'll see what their attacking sides are going to look like if they feel like they can be super aggressive like we know them to be, or if they're going to be funneled to be a little bit slower, to be a little bit more slow and methodical.
แช่เลยปั่นให้
Definitely have those options available, but at the same time, just really tightening up on some of these procedures, especially if we compare it to what we saw in Breeze. Now swinging together, not giving Paper X the opportunities. Would really allow for them to snowball this lead, but here we go. Let's listen in.
They are going to go to the weak side here as well, technically, right? Javi, the only one to be
throwing. The coffee is in a activity.
Nothing.
They want to keep aiming, guys.
They never fight for smoke.
Guys, they want to keep aiming, boys.
They want to keep A main, they're exactly right. Pushing Yudo-tan a little bit further forward after the Prowler comes out from Crystal. This is the bonus for Global Esports with full A main control, so they can assume it's going to come towards B.
Especially with the Prowler as well, but unfortunately the Prowler does not find Javi. The shot will go through. A second one, a third. He does find a double kill thanks to those, and Autumn chimes in.
4 versus 2, you've got advantages. You can settle a little bit here as Global Esports. You've got to think of where your own gaps are. If this is a map that Devi lurks on, you know he's going to be playing little lurky lad, and now it's all down to something for a 1 versus 4.
With a Vandal. Spotted out by the Prowler, fully blinded. How can he possibly play this one? No chance, no sir. Autumn will take the round for GE.
Now really nicely done for the closing moments of Global Esports in that round, but mate, Javi put himself in the right spot, and I got a little bit antsy when I see the Bucky at the distance realm again versus Jing, right? Jing got a little bit far forward, satcheling in, but 2 shots, gets away with murder, gets the second kill. Kind of outrageous in that moment because it really hinders the ability of Paper X to get in towards the site and feel any sort of comfort. You got to remember as well, right? The Viper on this map is playing the lurk, so Patman being very patient as well going in for that one.
Oh yeah.
Catches the right timing too. Very well coordinated for all of Global Esports in that round.
Of course, Patman was also the one who played that lurk Viper before.
Oh
well,
second time out for Paper X, feeling the pressure a little bit in this moment. They do have a map already up their sleeves, right? But you got to think this Pacific winning team, this Masters winning team, they should be dominant. T1 has fallen. I would say a lot of people are thinking Paper X are the team to get this #1 seed into Masters Santiago. If they drop here to Global Esports, maybe even a map, there's going to be some questions raised.
Eyebrows raised. I mean, yesterday was a hell of a day. Surely not the same outcome right now. You never know. 10-5 is a hell of a score.
Yeah, but little by little, they can start to come back in towards this map, don't get me wrong.
Certainly.
See the change-ups as well on the side of Global with Yudo-tan repositioning on the Veto, setting the Interceptor at the front of B, double cross-cut towards A, and you still got the time to, utilize them too around the A site. to get cheeky with how you want to reposition, how you want to take these fights. Do love to see that. You also maybe think as Paper X, when you hear that interceptor at B, that he's going to be over at the B site.
Now, maybe not so sure, but managing to get up towards ramp 4. Now at least, Pat sussing it out, going in for the spams.
But luckily for Jing, he elevates himself away from the chokehold spam. Can't say the same for Envy, 15 HP.
I have the spike.
A D plan for Jing.
And he's going to leave him here in a little bit of an insert, see if he can catch anything. But no, Patman's going to read that one.
Oh.
So now you're up the guts of mid as Paper X. Crystal's timing here could get the better of him.
Oh, and there it is! In with the C's as well. Paper X are just slowly running out of options.
Again, Envy, 15 HP, doesn't give good confidence that he can do something. What does, though, is a bit of a wider swing from Devi.
There is Yudotan hiding right underneath. No fear in the world thanks to his evolution. Just going in for the souls! Head on!
Standing technically below them, but above them in the fight there. Great multi-kill to come through from Yudotan. As Global Esports, you would assume, can see the light at the end of the tunnel on this map and how to close it. 2 more rounds and they can do so in a, what would be a very convincing scoreline. 11-5, now we'll get that buy to come out from Paper X. No coach intervention able to be seen from them either. Alex dropping both of those already.
More and more perturbed with each passing round. Interceptor again.
You've got this control, you've got this pressure established now as Paper X up through the ramp, but what do you want to do with it, right? Autumn, sensational to find something with the operator. You've got also the B extremity now for Global. So we're trading extremities around the map for both of these teams, and it almost just funnels Paper X to have to stay towards this A site. But Global Esports are going to be quite happy to concede the site to them. Cosmic Divide, Dimensional Drift screams retake in this position.
So much available to them. Paper X just trying to possibly pull them over, trying to expose some other gaps across the map.
Yeah. Devi can get a pit off one. Could be a bit of a bailout scenario, my word. That gives options for Paper X now. Taking out Autumn makes a post plant ever so stronger for PRX, especially if they get their own pit here. 30 seconds to go. Spike to trail towards this A site right now. Yudotan and Crystal to see what they can do.
Nightfall in as well. Yudotan, though, not phased whatsoever. Chokehold right around the backside.
20 seconds, and you've got Javi here as well. It's going to be pretty difficult for Paper X to hang around that site, but Patman, he's got the read.
Hides away. Already hearing the footsteps. All he needs is just the right moment.
5 seconds.
Enough of a bit of damage, though, and the snake bite going in. Does the plant get stuck?
Oh,
yes, he got him! Completely burned in acid. Patman will come up huge for G to reach up the map point.
Did you forget about me? Did you forget I am Patman? Your new member, Envy, out for the count. Snake's bite down. 12-5. GE steal the round.
GG ครับเจอกันแมป3
with a great opener and what I thought was some good mid-rounding from them as well. It gets really down to the wire just before he gets it. Unlucky. And then there was 7 map points for Global.
He's in their heads, Komodo. And the rounds continue on, but with Autumn getting a little bit outrageous. Oh my goodness! Right around the toxic screen, the clone comes out.
But it's Jing and Forsaken to see if they can bring this one back in a 2 versus 4. Smoked out of A. And Autumn is just going to hang around as well. Clone already exercised on the floor.
Time to jump.
TP and flashes. Does he get too over eager though for himself? Or does Javi peeking out, trying for the jiggle? Spots the info.
There he goes. Info plus Autumn sneaking around back. Surely not. Forsaken is no earthly idea. Autumn goes in for the quad. Global will send us into a map 3.
That's a flawless way to finish that second half for them as well, not dropping anything on their defensive side, locking out Paper X time and time again. And at the top of the board, Patman and Autumn stand tall together. Massive effort by committee for all of Global Esports on the map of Split, on their opponent's map pick of Split. So we trade maps in this series. We need Bind to separate these two teams.
I'm definitely getting more nervous, Komodo. Every single round on this map has been just quite the party. I mean, earlier on, perhaps Paper X, but GE, Patman really had such a good read.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we hear it in the little micro moments where we've got calls coming in from Harvey, we've got calls coming in from Crystal as well. But you also got to remember what I said at the beginning of this series, right? Paper X have played Split with Patman a lot. They didn't do that with Freeze. So there would be some tells, some pieces that he recognizes that Paper X are throwing in, that he knows what's going to happen. He knows the tendencies of his opponents, and he really had a good grasp on a lot of those situations. I got to say, loved how Yudo-tan got, played in nicely with this veto as well, changing things up. Some good timing on the interceptors, some good multi-frags and decisions. So it was really well done from Global Esports. Can they carry that over towards Bind? Because we know Paper Rex are destructive on that map as well. Now back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Komodo and Quack. And you're right, Komodo. They're very destructive on Bind, but you know what? Paper X is usually very destructive on Split as well, but Global completely had them red there with Patman on top of the board.
Yeah, it's time to stop picking Split into Global Esports. That's two slaps on the wrist for Farrell and Paper X. It's very clear they're quite comfortable on that map, and there's no more excuses after this point.
Yeah, the comp and the meta that they're playing really does make sense for Split, and if you can play a attack side like that with a solo Yoru, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't play Split every day of the week.
Yeah, clearly, because it's been working out for them, and we did have questions about Barrel. I mean, it's not the same team as Barrel, even if they call themselves Mini Paper X, but they were red every round of the way.
I mean, Mini Paper X got more rounds, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
There. But I think this is a really good sign for Global Esports. I think we saw the potential of this team, but we didn't expect it to come together so fast and so well at this point. We have some really interesting highlights here. You were talking about the solo Yoru, but let's look at these stats first. And yeah, Patman, top of the board here. This must be so satisfying, not only beating Paper X on one of their strongest map, but you are top ranking.
Yeah, this feels so good right now. I'm sure he's over the moon with his performance. I hope he can take it into the next one. This Viper looked really solid. There's a couple of rounds where I feel like I like his movement around the map as well. On defense, I feel like it's just really kind of figured out how they want to play it and how he wants to move around the mid, with Yudo-tan kind of swapping around how they play the Sentinel. I feel like the comp on defense is like very flushed out at the moment.
Yeah, you can see 3 first kills as well for Patman there. I think he had 6 on Breeze on Omen. So even from the controller role, which it seems like they're slotting Patman into more and more, although they are playing a lot of double controllers. Zabby's played pretty much nothing but Astra. Yudo-tan's played pretty much nothing but the Veto. Autumn's played nothing but Yoru. It really feels like they're standardizing their comp to every map.
And we were talking about the solo Yoru earlier, and their approach to it. It's obviously been working out for them, Ewok.
Yeah, so far, they're one of the teams that I really enjoyed some of their attack side stuff, because I do feel like it's a little bit more difficult than the standard. Everyone else is playing the double duties, right? So your attack side kind of takes care of itself sometimes. So at the moment, it's really nice to see. So far, GE has been the team that's, I think, pulled off probably the most successful fakes, and I just love seeing a good fake here. They faked the A side and then got in into the B side so easy, and then playing the post plant with the Veto is great.
Yeah, 100%. You can see the Veto interceptor cancelling the Showstopper multiple times. I mean, Showstopper, when you have access to it, is such a phenomenal retake tool, and you can see just how good Veto is at countering that. A lot of the time, you'll design these defensive rounds around whether you have, when you're playing Yoru Raid, Showstopper, or Dimensional Drift to be able to streamline the retake. It's going to allow you to lean much more heavily towards one side, but you see actually both the chokehold as well as the interceptor that the Veto has in the post plant, similar to when you
play the deadlock if you're going into like an AC interceptor in the open and a chokehold on Heaven there, for example. And then if you're Jing trying to come back into this one with a double satchel and the showstopper, for example, you're coming out Heaven's side here, you're going to get hit by the chokehold or you're going to potentially...
continue to find success?
Particularly on the Omen, I mean, you could definitely be pretty aggro on that agent in particular. I mean, maybe he's going to be doing a Munchkin cosplay on the Viper as well and just dry peeking things. That's a bit more of the Korean style there, but look, it worked out well for them. But it wasn't just Patman. I mean, Split was an effort by committee. Everyone on Global performed well. Crystal is the Patman of Global Esports. He went 9 for 9 and played on
Exactly as you said there, as long as the balance is good, right? You have some guys that can go a little bit more aggressive and other guys that's going to hold back a little bit, make sure that I'm going to secure this ship, I'm going to secure the sales, and everything gets a little bit crazy. And for Crystal,
now our predictions, at least on this desk, were Paper X. And things are looking a little bit different now. How are you guys feeling as we enter into Split with this form of Global Esports? You got a Patman on a revenge arc right now. He's having a great time.
Sure, I mean, I kind of just am not caring as much about my predictions at the moment because I'm happy we're getting a really competitive league. Like, seeing already upsets from Nongchin, you've seen a couple of upsets, DFM is playing better and better. GE is able to win over Paper X. I really feel like the talent in this division is going to make this quite an exciting kickoff and be a really good league into the rest of the year.
I'm so ready to go to 0-3 after that league with my predictions. After the kickoff, at this point, I did my 3 eliminations and I'm out. So right now, I'm really loving this. To be honest, I want my it doesn't matter about the prediction, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think this is theirs for the taking at this point, or are you still a little bit unsure?
I think mine is hard. I really like Paper X's buy. It's really annoying to play against something on that map. The amount of like deception and seeds that you can sow on Yoru with the TPs is really annoying to play against, and it fits their style as well. You know, they can run similar to what you saw on Split, but I think it might be a bit more effective this time. You know, the TP traps and things like that. They can just be flooding bathrooms on their defense when you're trying to go and run bathroom control or something like that. But GE dealt with that style very well on Split. It's just a question if it transfers to other maps as well.
Yeah, well, on RQ we kind of had a little bit of PTSD from some things Yoru getting us through smokes. He did it on Reyna as well. So he's definitely, he comes alive on that.
เอ้ยแฟกแมนเลยดูเอวว่ะ
Paper X not changing anything up at all. This is their quintessential style and their start out on the defense. So like I said before, keep an
ได้เวลาดูต่อ
And Javi, well, he's going to have to just think to skedaddle out of that one. There's too much heat around B. It's A time.
Yeah, ready is the key word, right? I mean, he heard all that intel. Now they know it's the go signal to go into A site. They've already claimed U-Haul straight back into sight, watching for as much as possible, not fully committing the spike just yet. It's a TP play.
It's got to be Devi right now over at Garden. Does he put up the wall? There's no toxins to be able to really have massive length on this, or maybe there is because it tickles them and tags them, and that's all that was needed for the advantages. Patman though switches to Lurk.
One tap. Oh!
What a strafe shot, and it's another TP coming through now. The spike getting delivered.
It is so stupid that this is working, and I say that word carefully because he's not even seeing the opponents. He's pre-firing them with the Sheriff. He's sitting Envy down. He's sitting Forsaken down. He's even looking for something now.
That was almost a shave.
He
gets it at the end!
คมเกินอันนี้โมโหหรือเปล่าไอ้เคียมเทกลัวทำไม
How is there no reaction on that
เสียดายไม่ละมือ
one? Waylay for the first time ever. 4K on the Sheriff. Headshots through walls, pre-fires and sharp shots. I mean, he's done everything in that round.
I thought he'd be putting tanks and all.
Like, how does that work, man?
Look at the last one as well.
It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I really think the desk has nailed it though with what they're saying when he's out for blood. Literally out for blood in that round. 4 kills. Crazy.
Blood's in the water. They picked up the scent, and now Paper X have no choice but to hang back.
See what the Pistols can do on this defensive side for them. Full rotations to the B side. A glimpse of Yudotan.
Toxins going up.
He wants to try and take a little cheeky fight. Needs to think better of it though, as we've got to lean towards the A site now for GE.
All a bait play, just the pawns making moves. Bishop's in position now out towards Showers. Autumn with a shot.
He's got no TP to get out of here as well, so he'll take the chip damage that he gets from the tag. And come a little bit deeper in towards this half as well. I'm going to be keeping a little eye on about the defaults between Yudotan and Javi with the Veto and the Astra. It gives a little bit of good strength to the defaults that they're going to have if they try to maximize star placement and TP placement as well. Meanwhile, Patman is just sailing in towards the site.
Smooth breeze.
Criminal at the moment. He's just getting away with everything, dancing on his opponents.
Smooth operator as well. Oh, no, not the gun. Devi though. Okay.
Would you put it past Devi and Jing to be finding the 2 versus 3? Now, just the latter.
Cautious, but with the wall bangs now possibly going through. Yep, we don't want to
see you walk into a nade again.
We've seen that before. But now he's just too darn low, so last kill will go over the GE, just carefully, methodically slicing through every angle.
With the pistol and the second round, now we wait to see what Paper X have up their sleeve in a composition that they've ran for the longest time, of course. How many different times can you change things up? Last time we saw the switch up for them, they introduced the Clove into the roster, but they thought better of that in the off-season, switching back to the Brimstone. Saw a deadlock in the composition once upon a time as well, but this ultimately is where we kind of rely on seeing some consistency, right? Brim Viper, the double duelists, and once Patman on the fade now, Envy. Patman is just going to open things up and the trades are going to come out.
Paper Rex getting geared up for the fight coming through, but here comes Pat. Got a bit of a utility combo of his own. The rest of the team now trying to chime in on through, but Forsaken just good for at least one. Spike possibly coming through, but players still relatively low. Prowler will confirm their suspicions, and they're looking for the TP play.
Yeah, but they don't hear the second one right now, and Patman did showcase a bit of a flanking scenario earlier. Envy aware of that one, so nice heads up idea. That was going to come out, reach good reward. Now Crystal, 1 versus 2. Could get the orb if he wants to, could go for the plant. If he hits the TP after getting it, you would never read that Envy's playing off angle as he goes for a bit of a cave look approach or a flank around A. They're just not going to give Crystal any opportunities here into any sort of favorability. So he's going to have to dig deep to try and find this 1 versus 2.
Oh.
Never mind. Device is going to one-tap it.
Good try anyway, but Device just Device, so simple starting.
คมจัดคมจัด
Jing's got a showstopper for the upcoming round.
Alright, if I'm Yudo-tan, I'm licking my lips with this Interceptor as soon as I hear that showstopper. Haven't really seen Yudo, do too much yet. Haven't really seen, honestly, too much of all of GE currently because it's been Patman being sent in, getting the kills, and they've been following him with the set of utility as well. So we'll start to see maybe some change-ups in that approach now that we've got a big rifle round in play. There's the showstopper that comes out. The Interceptor, I'm licking my lips, I told ya! Oh, it's beautiful! Just utter dismay for Jing right now. That's 3 showstoppers that have been eaten throughout this entire series, you're right. Well, we've only seen 2 Jing raises. He was Jet in the first map, which
that's right.
did better.
Interceptor did do a little bit to the flashes as well, but here we go.
It's a reset on the round in its entirety for Paper Rex at the moment. 3 towards A with the showers control. Prowler confirming information down through B long. As Jing plays sight, Envy plays elbow. They're going to have to start to turn up the pace and get a rotation out from Forsaken with the stimmy on.
Otherwise it's going to be hard and heavy.
Yeah, the toxic screen will go down and he can drop some sky smokes. He's got 1 left.
In position, ready to let the abilities rip. Envy good for the first frag, but still the stars quite pesky.
But are they going to align at the moment? Eventually this Nebula will fade, and there's no plant down just yet. Javi, I don't think he's got any stars left either.
Oh, instead of getting the spike plant safely, they go in for the duels, all huddled up as a squad. Forsaken though, pushed on up. Trying to get them through with the wall bangs, but here comes Autumn, sharp as ever. 1v2, 15 seconds, they go hightail it to A.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit tight here at the moment.
ลงสตรีมก่อนนะครับเดี๋ยวมาครับทุกคน
I've seen something get some wallbang shots before, but it's elevation from Autumn, and he removes the head